Right, good afternoon, everybody watching online. I'm Ewan, supporting IC.
I'm Priya.
And I'm May, and we're here for LSE.
Should be an interesting match today. Both teams raring to go.
And the sun is out, so it's going to be a good game, not a rainy game, which is good. It's good for rugby.
Pitch might still have some water on it, so we'll see.
We have both teams walking onto the pitch, getting ready. I think that LSE are kicking.
So Imperial will start with the ball today against the opposition. And we're off. Okay, Orla with the ball, see what she makes. It's been stopped already. That is unfortunate. Will be a scrum immediately.
LSE's scrum.
The ball is in, the ball is out. Gets past to number 10.
Backs pass, 12 to 13.
And pushing.
Good tackle from number 13. Oh, is going to be ripped. Oh, good.
LSE still with possession.
Imperial fighting hard. And it is into touch. But Imperial throw in.
The ball was not thrown in straight, so they have to, LSE can decide whether they want another one, and they want a scrum. So another scrum for LSE. And the ball is in. Next way through. The ball is out. Number 10 has it and is running. Number 12 pushing through.
Good run from number 12 from LSE.
LSE still keep possession.
That is ripped, and now it's Imperial possession. Orla with the ball. See what she does with it. Oh, that's a good run. Imperial making good ground.
LSE with the defensive line, strong.
Katie with an immaculate run straight through the defence. Let's see where she goes. Is it going to go all the way? And it does! Katie with the first try of the match. Okay, Eleanor, number 13, is going to be taking the kick. Let's see if it goes in. She's known for an impressive right foot. Let's see how it goes. A fantastic conversion. Where's Owen Farrell when you need him? That's the start that they were looking for, I'm sure. Let's see how LSE are going to come back from this. A brilliant take. Eleanor's through. Will she make it?
And a good tackle from LSE.
Alice with the ball. What's she going to do? Straight through all of them. Oh, she's still going. She's still going.
And brilliant tackle by LSE. Imperial pushing, but LSE's running after. And ooh,
unfortunately
Imperial
lost.
Have an injury. One of LSE are on the ground. Just going to see if she's okay. Number 15, Liana.
And she's back up, ready to go. And LSE's running forwards.
LSE have finally taken Alice down. Special K with the ball one more time. And that's a try. I'm sure Special K will be looking for a hat-trick now. Unfortunately, no conversion this time, so it will stay at 12-0 to Imperial.
Okay, LSE's getting ready to kick again. 15 minutes into the game and doing good.
Eleanor has been stopped in her tracks by the LSE defence. But they go again.
LSE putting pressure. Great tackle from Dana. Another great tackle from LSE.
LSE is not letting them through. They are pushing back. Imperial is pushing, but LSE is holding them back.
Oh, Imperial with a great run.
And number 15
pace
is
on
running
the
after
wings.
her.
And she's going to go all the way.
And that's
right
another
between
try
the posts.
for Imperial.
Nor with a fantastic try, slotting it straight between the posts. Eleanor should get this one easily. Unfortunately hits the post.
No conversion for Imperial.
Suddenly I'm getting flashbacks to the France-Italy Six Nations game last weekend.
LSE with a great kick. They're going to chase after it.
Alice going to have some ground to make with this one. It's on the same wing again.
LSE chasing after them, keeping up.
That's forward. A big no-no.
So now the ball goes to LSE.
We have an LSE scrum. Let's hope we can make some ground with this one.
LSE has made progress with both of their last scrums, so we'll see with this one. It's going good. The ball, oh.
A collapse scrum.
So now converts to an IC scrum. IC penalty. And a knock on.
There is another scrum for LSE. Okay, let's go LSE with another scrum.
LSE's back line looking ready to go. Waiting for the ball.
And the ball is in. It's making its way through and it's out. Number 10 with the ball. Passes it to number 13 who is going forward. Running at full speed.
Great run from 12.
She gets tackled. What a great move from number 14.
Stolen ball.
LSE really need to make more space if they're going to make progress in this game.
And the ball got stolen by Imperial.
Imperial on the same wing they scored with last time. Let's see what they do.
LSE with the defensive.
Most of LSD's defence is currently offside.
Oh, great tackles from LSE currently.
And a knock on from Imperial.
Come on, LSE, let's see what we can do with this. This is scrum. LSE scrum. Been doing pretty good with these. Great practice from last year.
And the ball is in. Oh, Imperial pushed. Ball for Imperial.
Imperial's knocked it on one more time. Imperial's advantage has come through and they've now got a penalty in prime scoring position.
She's preparing their defense. They're running up.
Joe with the ball. Let's see what she's going to do with it.
And they managed to stop her. LSE's defense moves, shifts to protect the ball.
Fantastic spin. Scarlett with her second try of the match. Eleanor with her fourth conversion opportunity of the match. Score is now
LSE
22
not
now.
looking disheartened by the scoreboard so far. Running onto the pitch. Energy's there.
Still plenty of time for a comeback from LSE. Will we see it this time?
The girls are doing really good this year. They've really come together to create a great team from not much. So they're doing great. They're really doing good. We're proud of them.
They're looking like a very resilient team this year. Absolutely, I agree.
They are a team with no subs as well, so it's all or nothing.
Really?
Big tackle from LSE.
Oh, through she goes.
LSE
Will she go
15.
the whole way? It's looking like it.
Oh, number 12 catching
number 12
up.
catching up.
Oh,
Oh, pulled back.
Number 12
And now it's
touch it.
LSE ball.
15 has got it. Go.
Not too sure where the defence was there. The entire team was offside in that position.
we have an LSE ball.
They're going to want to make some serious ground with this kick.
LSE kick. Good kick.
Seems like the LSE fans are out in their numbers today. Imperial, on the other hand, not so much. Oh, a fantastic line out from Imperial.
LSE take the ball. Stolen. No.
A game of scrums today, it's looking like.
LSE's ball. Ooh,
A
great
fantastic kick from LSE.
Now they need to
Now
chase
they're chasing it down. Eleanor with the ball.
And number 14 with an amazing tackle. She's doing great. The pressure from LSE is absolutely amazing on this play.
Seems the attack is all bunched together and not making any progress right now.
And it's LSE's ball. They're going forward with this.
Fantastic tackle from Joe. Another great one from Eleanor.
There's a penalty for LSE.
Heroes going to be back on the defense now, see what they can do to them.
And LSE's making really good hits. And number 10, Kendall, stole the ball. Maggie going in with it. The ball is going down the line, making some progress.
Fantastic tackle over there.
Number 1 catches the ball.
Number 8 is down. Imperial's really loading on the pressure with these huge tackles. Oh, and they're through. Oh, Special K is on the ball, and that is going to be
Ooh, but number 10 stopping her, and
a phenomenal try from Special K. And we break that dry spell with another beautiful try from number 3. Three on the shirt, 3 on the scoreboard. She's going to be really happy to that one. Oh no, they're playing way better. I think it might have been. Another fantastic conversion from Eleanor. Puts the score at 29-0. Yep. 29-0. Yep. It's alright, it's okay. We're 28 minutes in. Sorry, 29 minutes. Probably. We don't know the scores. We said that last. I hope for LSE's sake they don't have a consecutive triple-digit loss. This is just a varsity league. It's just a competition every year. These two teams play. Last year they got.
What is this little tower thing?
Big chase, LSE, come on. Chase! Pressure the ball.
Another far kick from LSE.
Eleanor with the ball running straight through the LSE defence. She's still got it.
amazing tackle by number 14.
Imperial still with the ball.
LSE stopped that run really nicely.
LSE
And the
is
ball was
struggling to
passed.
stop number 3, but they've now got the ball.
Ball is now to LSE, number 15 running forward. Ooh, and number 12 taking the ball fast forward. LSE is quick on these rocks. It's really good. And there was a knock on by LSE, so the ball is back for Imperial. Never mind. The ball is for LSE.
Great kick from LSE. We are 31 minutes in and the score is 29-0 to Imperial. LSE line out.
It's a big LSE movement. Let's see what they do with it.
Great run from 12 again. Oh.
Joe with the ball. Ooh. Is she going to be taken down? She is. Helen passes it out.
LSE with the quick defensive.
Oh, Scarlett straight through there. And Law
LSE's
continues.
trying to stop. Will they catch up? Yeah,
Straight
great
down.
tackle from LSE.
LSE's under
pushing
pressure.
hard.
LSE's under pressure, but they're keeping their side
Katie
strong.
cannot stop getting enough of these tries. Look at that, number 4. That's her 4th. Yep. Katie's really proving why she's called Special K. Michael, you get me more nicknames. Find them out. Make more jokes. Do you know any of the players? Do they know some of the players? Textbook conversion. 36-0.
LSE having a quick debrief. Let's see what tactics they can bring to the table.
LSE running back onto the pitch. Pride in their step.
Number 10 is still kicking. She's coming up to the line.
Great tackle from LSE, straight to the ground.
Oh, here comes Martha. Helen passes it.
Great tackle from number 15 again.
Out to the wings.
LSE trying to catch up again. Number 15's on her.
Oh, she's
Just
right through him.
missed.
That is Scarlett's 3rd try of the match, making her the 2nd hat-trick scorer this game. And once again, we get to see Eleanor's kicking prowess. Will she get this one in? Who knows? And she kicks. And she scores. I think as soon as their heads go down, because Imperial's not going to let off. They're going to keep going until they get all the tries. It's never race. They've really gotten better than the last few years. Last year they were competing with people. Yep. Okay, let me write this down. Wait. Bonnie, Trolley, and who?
We have some special mentions. We have Mariana as number 14.
What numbers are
This is, I believe, her first game of the year. She is gracefully stepping in.
And number 10 kicks again. The girls are going up strong.
They're really going to need to fight this one if they want to win.
And they're pushing her to the side. Ooh. Number 10 was battling for that ball, but she did not get it.
Katie storming through defenses one more time.
We are getting some really good tackles from LSE during this game.
All is storming through, straight for the posts.
Number 12 almost got her, but she was not able to stop her before the try.
Bang in the middle once more. Don't want to jinx it, but I'm getting deja vu. Can Eleanor make it 50 in the first half? And she kicks. And she scores. For those at home watching, that was Orla with the try and Eleanor with the fantastic conversion. This is sounding like a triple-digit score.
LSE has been really good on their defense, though. They're really pushing back and holding the score down. They're doing really good.
If LSE picks up the defenses one more time, they might claw back a few points. We're at halftime now. The girls are going to have their talks with their coaches. And we are back with Ewan supporting IC. LSE commentators aren't here for now, so it will just be me. This time Imperial will start with a kick. We've seen Eleanor kick before. This time she's kicking on a fence. Let's see how many they get this time. A beautiful kick, straight out the hands.
And the second half is underway.
LSE still with the ball. Don't seem to be making much ground yet. However, here we go with a nice big run. Look at that. She's got people with her. Ooh. What a run from LSE. Really taking the time to make their moves in the second half. But we've got an Imperial penalty. That run really shows that LSE's definitely got more in the tank.
An Imperial start with another attack and then it becomes a ruck. And then someone takes it to the 10 who does a little cheeky run. Oh, but then she gets, oh wait, no.
She's still got it.
LSE need to regroup in my personal opinion. Now, this is a great game we're watching between LSE and Imperial. My recommendation, they need to build like a proper flight of stairs to this commentating dock.
That is right. Walking up those stairs after a couple of pints really wasn't the easiest task.
Am I getting paid for this? No, I'm not.
Absolutely not.
Imperial are out there with the pink socks. What are your thoughts on this?
As an Imperial person seeing their previous kits, this is definitely a downgrade and a move in the wrong direction.
Oof, controversial opinions from my co-commentator right over here. I personally am a fan of the pink socks. I'm loving the new kit from Imperial. LSE, I'm loving the new kit as well. And now...
Looks like the same kit as always.
As last year. They might have switched up the purple and the yellow a bit. They got new socks.
They are black.
And that is breaking news right here from the commentator's dock.
And we have one more scrum. It's an LSE scrum. Let's see if Imperial can steal this one away.
LSE have got the ball, and it's the number 10 passing to the 12. Ooh, great run from the number 12 right here.
What a tackle into tuck. For those just joining us, this LSE side has taken a big turn in half-time. They're coming back even stronger than ever before.
Let's get ready for a line out. Hell yeah.
Imperial line out. Let's see what they make of it.
Interesting technique from the line out by Imperial.
Don't think that's allowed.
Wasn't very centered.
I'm on both sides. I am. These are terrible.
Guess what it is, girlies? It's a scrum.
Oh, would you look at it? It's another LSE scrum. Imperial need to learn how to not knock the ball on.
Crouch, bind, set. I hear those words in my nightmares every
And
day.
it's rolled out. Oh wow, another scrum. Boy, do I love scrums. It looks like the scrums are uncontested.
LSE have got the ball and she kicks it. And it goes to the 13 on Imperial. She is making a run. Ooh, she is speeding.
What a run from Eleanor. That is incredible, incredible pace.
Going.
Try for Imperial. Eleanor on the wing.
Try to IC. What a brilliant try. Great run from the number 13.
Quick fact about number 13, she does wear Lightning McQueen Crocs.
Now, time for the players to regroup and think about their strategies.
Wait, I don't think she'll make this actually. She's missed 3. That is a hard angle to hit. This is looking like a challenging angle. Oh, and Farrell would never make this.
A
Close,
great effort
but
from
no
the
cigar.
number 13 on the kick.
Yeah, sorry, those. Yeah, no, I figured that much. They weren't that really good. They really need to fix them up. I'll stop making nicknames soon. So the score remains at 55-0 to Imperial.
How many minutes are we in? Is it
3 minutes. 7 minutes. Looking at this Imperial side, they look strong as ever.
LSE are regrouping, coming up to the line, facing a battle-ready Imperial.
I hope we see a battle. My oh my, another scrum. Imperials come out with the ball. It's an advantage to LSE. A brilliant tackle from Alexia.
LSE penalty.
This is quite a threatening LSE penalty. And time has been called off. We'll see why.
We have an LSE injury. Just seeing if she's okay. But I think she's taking a second out. Number 8 has a bit of a nosebleed.
Oh,
So far.
LSE are on the
Been
run.
doing a great job so far, and LSE have got the ball. It's the number 15, Liana Shields.
Fantastic tackle from Imperial.
LSE
Almost got it there, but LSE with the ball, and they keep coming. And Helena's stolen the ball. A fantastic hands.
And the ball has gone to... And LSE have got the ball.
They should probably be running forwards.
Cheeky little knock on. It all happens to the best of us.
Did you say knock on? Oh, that means another scrum. Let's go.
Have you heard Cyndi Lauper's best-selling song, Scrum After Scrum? That is exactly how I remember it.
With the number of scrums we've seen today, I'm expecting to see some cauliflower ears in Slug tonight.
LSE ball. Oh.
And it's a free ball. Who's going to go for it?
LSE pick it up really quickly. On
That
they
tackle
go.
was off the ball.
LSE ball. Number 10 takes it again. Let's see what she does with this.
Took 4 Imperial girls to take that one down. And they keep coming.
LSE have got the ball. They're running forward. Running forward. Great tackle from Imperial right there. Kick from number 10. American, bringing a bit of NFL maybe into our great sport. Call her Louis Rees Sammet. Am I right?
The ref is waving his hands in the air like he just don't care, which means another scrum. Ooh, Arwen and Alice are off.
We have an Imperial scrum, looking strong, lining up. The pink socks are really calling out to all of us tonight.
Right, Helen passes it out.
LSE's defensive line, great tackles again. They've really stepped up this year on their tackle.
Imperial have really struggled to get through their line this half.
Number 10 again. Let's see where she goes this time. Straight through. Oh, and to the right. She's holding on.
Oh, a fantastic run from
Amazing
LSE.
run. Number 12 is going
But
quick.
what a tackle.
That was an amazing breakthrough.
And Imperial are pushing them back.
LSE is making some great progress
Huge
in
tackle
this run.
after huge tackle from Imperial.
Number 10 with the ball.
Or when it's lost backwards.
LSE has come back from this break with so much energy.
And enthusiasm.
Passing it out wide, they keep coming. Oh, and that's a knock-on.
Knock on.
You know what that means.
Scrum.
You love to see it, ladies and gentlemen.
The scrum will never get old. They love it. They keep coming back. Happens every time.
LSE commentator, what's your favourite position in the scrum?
I don't play in the scrum, and I don't like the scrum. It's a scary place, a sweaty place. It's not very fun. What about yours?
Personally, my lifestyle really gives myself to loving the hooker role.
We have our ex-LSE flanker over here, also in the commentating booth. What's your thoughts on the scrum?
I think that this year the scrum is absolutely amazing. Come in with such force and intensity. It's really good.
The force and intensity does go away when they're uncontested, however.
We are rather confused by this element, but they carry on.
They're not pushing against each other. No, they're meant to push against each other. Because now it's like if you have the scrum. So it's usually when the ref is settled. The first one contested, and then we've had about 30,000.
I think we have an injury on the pitch.
I also think Imperial has the ball and are about to score. And that's a try.
The ref looks a bit confused. Oh,
Not sure
quite
who that
this-
is. Oh, not a try then.
I think no try because of the injury, but we will come back with that.
There are many people running onto the field right now. And we take a quick break to attend to the injury.
The energy is still high. We have Imperial waiting, LSE also huddling.
The atmosphere at Rosslyn Park Rugby Football Club is absolutely electric tonight.
Unreal.
Electric because the lights have come on.
She is being taken out of the pitch.
And that is one of ours. Oh, sorry. That is one of ours, LSE. I think that is number 12.
And it was a try. We're seeing a conversion. Not sure who scored. Make it 62.
So I think that with one player out, that might mean that LSE is one player down compared to Imperial. I'm not sure, but I think so.
I wonder if Imperial will drop numbers to show true sportsmanship. And Imperial are dropping numbers now. Look at that.
We love to see the love in women's rugby. Women supporting women, am I right?
I agree. At the end of the day, we're all here to have fun. It's just a game.
LSE running up with more enthusiasm. Hopefully they can keep the energy going, not to be disheartened. They could come back.
Another kickoff from LSE. Let's see what they do with it.
Great tackle from LSE.
Ellen has been stopped in her tracks, and Alice as well. Oh, she's struggling to get the ball forwards. They keep running back. Can they make some ground here?
Great pressure from LSE right now.
And Katie's got the ball again. Can they stop the Special K? Doesn't seem like it. She keeps going.
They got her down in the end. And a fumbled ball. Ooh.
Knock on. What's that? Another scrum? Riveting.
This makes for a much more exciting game than last time, at least. Both sides are quite equally matched. They're giving it a good go. We'll see what happens.
We really are seeing the full potential of both sides coming out in this game. Also seeing the full rolling potential of this ball as it comes straight out the other side of the scrum.
LSE's backline gearing up with Imperial, looking strong on their defence. Number 10, let's see where she goes. Straight into Imperial.
The Hail Mary comes to a Somervale. They've still got the ball.
Some great tackles from Imperial. Let's see if LSE can keep going.
Ball has been unfairly stolen.
A knock on. And we're waiting. Another scrum.
We do love scrums here in the commentary booth. I hope you do at home, because you're seeing a lot of them tonight.
I will have to say, I'm loving the, not just the scrums, but the attacking lines and the defensive lines. Both teams are quick on it, and they're ready for the ball when it's time.
Number 10 coming on the sides.
Stopped in our tracks.
Not lose the ball, though.
Imperial line out. And I think we have a sub from Imperial. Number 2 is coming on, and I can't see the back of her jersey, but she's coming off. Number 8.
Yep. Ten for Imperial running forwards.
What a run from Imperial. Look at that. They are unstoppable in this attack.
LSE fighting, but Imperial
Eleanor
is
with
going.
the pace and the power. And it's lost. But Imperial remain possession.
Imperial fighting through.
Is he going strong on the tackles? To move.
And here they come one more time. And she's down.
LSE's really regrouping on this defense.
Oh, and they've taken her down.
LSE is unstoppable in this defense.
Orlo's running through. Let's see what she can do. And
that's
she
a try.
scores. Whoever's got the mic in the stands has clearly lost it. Imperial in very high spirits. It's always good to see having fun on the pitch. Eleanor with another conversion. Really is her bread and butter. What a conversion. And the score is looking nice. It's 69-0. Shout out to the 13 people watching.
We hope you're enjoying our commentation.
It's commentary. Oh, that's a maul, and it's collapsed into a ruck. That is not a great pass. But it works anyway, and she keeps going. Oh, look at the run from Noor.
Look at number 15 chasing
straight
her.
into the middle.
15 against
Someone's
Number
coming
13 in.
and she's down.
She's down, taking her
What
out.
an amazing tackle from LSE.
They keep coming, though.
LSE just keeps going.
That was a really important tackle for LSE.
They came in clutch when the time was needed.
But it's to no avail. And Imperial has scored another one. Puts the score to 74. Yep. 74 is on the door. Eleanor tees up to take another big kick. Massive kick. Huge kick. Oh, it's colossal. It is a game of two halves, and this one's nearly over.
LSE gearing up for another kick.
LSE's been very close to scoring a try many times this game. They just need a bit more power to keep pushing through that line.
One final push from LSE could seal the deal, and we will get our first try. Imperial takes the ball through. LSE fighting hard. LSE's ball, and they've taken it. And there's a wide open space. Let's see what they can do with it.
They really need to start running forward if they're going to make any ground.
Great hit from Imperial. Number 10's on it.
Imperial's defense are just not letting them through. Stopped dead in her tracks like a deer in headlights.
The ball.
The ball is flung backwards.
Getting a bit messy now. LSE are still holding on with the ball though. Let's see where they can go with that. Onto the wing.
And it's forwards this time.
Great run. Oh, and pass back. Now we have Liana,
They
number
really need to
15.
run
Let's see if she can
forwards,
run
'cause
forward.
Look at that
Oh.
tackle. Oh. Another great tackle. The ball is lost backwards. And another one.
LSE are being hit hard, but let's see if they can bring it back.
They're losing a bit of grounds, but still keeping strong.
Still
And another
possession.
one. DJ Khaled must be on the pitch.
Do you know what time it is?
Wait, is it? Yeah, it is. Check your watch, because it's our favourite time.
Scrum o'clock.
I hope not. It's the best part. Every time they see a scrum, they're like, oh, they're going to do it again.
I wonder who's going to get it. It's an Imperial ball.
Wow, look at that run. Is she going to get taken
Strong
down?
on the
She
tackle.
is. But it's over the line, and that's another try. '81. Oh, such fun. We get to see my personal part of this match. Is Eleanor going to make this conversion and make it 83?
If only we could all kick like Eleanor.
She's actually a football player too. Gives her the edge on this one. We do not promote football here.
Rugby only.
Now here's the big question. 83, maybe. She gears up to take the kick.
It's quiet in the stadium with suspense. And here we go.
Unfortunately, it's just short of those posts. And that is time.
And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of varsity for women's rugby. Imperial have won.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. And we'll see you next year.
Round of applause for all players on the pitch.
Well, we'll see the answer to many questions like, will LSE score a try?
Who knows? Come back next year to find out.
Right, this is Ewan signing off.
I'm Priya.
And May.
See you later.
Hello guys and welcome to the 7th annual City Varsity between LSE and Imperial. Stay tuned, big match to come.
What a big game we have here. Honestly, I'm ready for this.
Yes.
Ready.
I am here with our other LSE correspondent, Mr. Finley Walsh.
Hello, how are you, Bowman?
I am good. I'm looking forward to a great game today between two very strong sides. How are things looking for you, Finley?
Well, LSE looking sharp in the warm-up. They're ready. They're out before Imperial. They're hitting the pads. I think this is the first time in a couple of years I think LSE might be favourites here.
Yes, I would agree, but that doesn't mean you can put Imperial down. They had a very structured warm-up. We know that they're a very strong side within the forwards, and their scrum is something to be reckoned with. So it'll be very interesting to see if the LSE scrum can put up with that.
Yeah, I think that's where the game's going to be won or lost. I think the scrum is the pivotal part. I think that's the area where Imperial can hurt us here, and it's something we've been working on. It's an area of focus, but yeah, like you say, I think that's the one way into the game for Imperial is forward dominance in the scrum and set piece.
Yes, because we both played in a varsity each ourselves, so we know what it's like to come under that kind of pressure, and all things might be different within the league on a normal Wednesday, but things are completely different when you're
now.
under the lights. It's different gravy, isn't it, Finley?
As we get ready to kick off with number 10, Drew.
Drew Bone ready to kick off.
And we are underway of the 7th City Varsity between Imperial and LSE. We'll
Lovely
go through the
take.
LSE team now, starting at loose head prop. Number 1, Tony. Number 2, Ollie. Number 3, Ben. Number 4, Cameron Keller. Number 5, David Dada. Number 6, Piers Keller. Number 7, Alex Campion. And number 8, Ben Cox completes the pack. And in the backs, we have 9, James Heading. Starting 10, just taking the ball now, Drew. Lovely take there from Drew. 11, we have Solomon Okoku. Number 12, we have Jack Taylor. Number 13, Joe Monda. And number 14, Solomon Okoku. And 15, Oscar Feingold. Makes up a very, very strong starting team.
Yes, and big things to come. A great kick-off there from Drew Bone. Deep into the Imperial 22. And they are pinned back now for a penalty. Let's see how many meters they can make. Nice kick to touch there from Imperial.
Let's see how this lineup goes. Good conditions here tonight. I think if anything goes wrong, especially with Imperial's hooker, then it is all down to him.
Yes, I would say, in my opinion, it's completely favourable to LSE. Nice dry conditions, albeit cold. Unlikely to have any drop balls, although can't put anything down to fate. And yeah, we'll see how it happens. The Imperial scrum might be struggling to get action.
We've just been
Based
joined
on the
by, I
conditions.
assume, our Imperial counterpart. It's been an LSE-focused live stream so far.
Who's going?
You just second half.
Maybe you can do it in the
Back in now, Imperial battling out from their own half. Lovely carry from one of their props.
Oh, I do know the names. Lovely half break from the 10.
Good defence there by LSE. Setting up straight.
Spreading wide.
Let's see what's happened here. Half break. Nice, Drew. Good physicality there, running it back as opposed to kicking it.
You know, there's been better counter attacks, but you know it'll do. Oh, lost the ball there. Knock on. So few handling errors early on by the LSE
First
forwards.
scrum of the game. Be very interesting to see how this goes.
And I think I know how this goes.
Yes.
As an Imperial supporter with Sam Johnson on the pitch, I think everyone who knows that name knows how this scrum's going to go. Probably going to be a penalty to Imperial, but we'll see.
Thank you very much. I am sure that it'll probably go that way, although LSE have been drilling their scrums very well in practice, and it is early in the game, so we'll see how a fresh LSE pack endures the wrath of Joe Barry at prop.
It's always nice to hear confidence from their team. Let's see how this goes.
I would just like to caution, watch this now. Watch this.
Oh, shot.
And it's wheeling there.
Yep.
It's
Imperial
wheeling.
dominance.
And there's no penalty, so very,
Eight
very
should
good
have kept
scrum
it
there.
in, but I think I see a penalty advantage.
There is now.
Was it? He's put his arm down now, though, so we're not quite sure. as the LSE forwards carry. We've got a crossfield kick.
First
here,
bit of
advantage.
possession and they've kicked it away.
Not as wide as Imperial would have liked, but I guess they'll take the penalty.
Oscar Feingold raring to go there. Unfortunately, it's called back for a penalty. We'll be happy to see how the young Canford prospect endures in this senior environment.
So you've given a bit of chat there about Imperial strengths. I just want to ask you one question. Where did you finish this season?
I don't know because I don't go to the uni anymore.
Oh.
All I know is that I never lost a varsity. and
You
I played
haven't,
in 3.
although we
So
have this season
that's
just
really-
won the league that you are in, having
That's
beaten
really-
you already this season.
All I can say is we won that league in my 3rd year, and trust me, my 4th
What a
year,
sad little life, Jane.
My 4th year was terrible. You will not be thankful you got promoted. Trust me, you do not like South East Division 1.
We
Neither
always
did
like
we.
people living in the past
Both
there.
of-
Living
both-
in the past. Varsity 4 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we've
last year.
tuned in for the Varsity
Actually-
7.
I actually organised this. No, it's really lovely. But it's really nice to hear chat from a uni which have contributed absolutely zero to the running of this event, as they have done for the last 7 years. Once again, this has been completely done by the Imperial.
Exactly.
Shout out to Zach Morgan. Great varsity secretary on our half.
Yep. Once again, probably did nothing. I don't actually know if this
To
is
be
true.
fair, the man brought us Lucasade bottles for the game, so he was on it.
Okay, as I just look on the team sheet and try and memorise the names of the people who joined this year who I don't actually know. Another scrum. And another Imperial penalty. Some things don't change. Yep, penalty advantage, so the backs will go with Morris.
Let's see what the bats can actually
Sammy.
do here. Oh. Hello.
Oh,
Pierce Keller down. That's not nice to see. Not nice to see.
No, that is not good at all. Great job from David Dada there to get over the ball. However, there was an advantage being played, and the ball will be called back for Imperial.
but no one likes to see a head knock in rugby. I think both Imperial and LSE will come together and wish this player well.
Yes, and that will bring us on to our backs. So for LSE, we have number 16, Azuri. Number 17, we have Kareem. Number 18, Ben Maitland. I'd just like to point out this fun fact you can see in our match day program. He said he was thinking about going to Imperial, but he fancied winning varsity and the league, so he went to LSE. Number 19,
You clearly didn't look
we
at
have
the
Angus
history.
Lovett. Number 20, we have Aaron. Number 21, we have Leandro. Number 22, Harrison. And number 23, finishing off the backs, subs, we have our own Mr. Spencer.
As much as it is terrible to see such a head knock, it is beautiful to see such an act of brotherly love from Cameron Keller coming over to see over his brother, Piers Keller, with his head injury.
Due to my tardiness, I believe we've not gone through the Imperial team, so I'll go through it. Number 1, Joe Berry, skipper, legend, Darlington.
Man of the match last year as well, wasn't he?
And man of the match last year, thank you.
Good performance from him last year, I must say.
Number 2, Luke Parry. Number 3, scrummaging machine, Sam Johnson. Number 4, the person who organised this event, Varsity Secretary Johnny Lewis. So thank you, Johnny, for organising this. Number 5, Luke Butland, nicknamed Gutland this year because of his hasty...
How original there,
mates
how
going.
original.
I mean, it's pretty good. Number 6, Oscar with a French surname I can't pronounce, but I shall try. Nualatius. He's a very good bloke, though. Number 7, Mr. Scary, Rob Wakefield. Do not come across this guy in a nightclub. Number 8, sexy Greek man, Leon Christie. Number 9, he's had some rocky TCVs in the past, but hopefully this time he can play well. That's Ed Brune. Number 10, Archie Morris. Number 11, Zach Newsom. Or Newsham. Don't really know. Number 12, James McDermott, one of the second Northerner in this team. Number 13, our second sexy Greek man, Sammy Brown. Number 14 is Ottaway. I think that's right. And number 15, making his final TCV appearance and his third TCV appearance, Corey Clark.
Lovely round of applause from the crowd here as Piers Keller comes off. It's his second varsity, but unfortunately it hasn't ended the way he would like. But lovely
It's
to
great
see the
him
support
leave
of
on
the
his
crowd.
feet. It's great to see him leave on his feet. I think
Let's
we can all
hope
say
a
that.
speedy recovery and it's not too serious and he can get back out there playing soon. Wishing Pierce all the best.
As for the Imperial subs, we've got number 16, Shea Bailey, another scrummaging maestro, London Welsh boy as well. Koyin Joshua, Obi Asuyi, birthday boy, Walter Taylor, John T. Calloway, Max Wang, Dylan Bedford, and Tom Emmanuel.
Yes, just as Imperial kick it deep into the LSE 22 for a penalty. And we've been speaking about names to look out for. In the LSE front row from Harlequins Academy, Benjamin Wilding. The bloke has been known to suffer from IBS, but let's hope his carrying today can be just as explosive as his bowels.
And I don't have a similar joke lined up.
Interesting
but we
decision
have
there from
we have Imperial. I think they'll more knowing our coach, but
if they
apparently
can
the
get
throw
it,
was
if
rubbish.
they can get it.
Oh,
The 5'5"
strong
man
carry
gets
from
shoved
Sam
backwards.
Johnson.
He's a very small man.
Oh, but he's big. I've seen him deadlift.
I
and it is
heard he
dangerous.
can only play 40 minutes.
Well, last year at varsity, he played 80 minutes before varsity and then played 60 minutes at varsity on the same day. So quite
Shoved
impressive.
backwards there by a very aggressive LSE defence. Interesting decision to not take the 3 from Imperial. As the LSE fans start to chant and support their team in their defence. Big phases coming up now.
It's an interesting chant when you're 5 metres from your own line, but we'll go for it. We'll go for it. As LSE continue to work
As they
it right,
get the turnover,
the players
no.
are claiming the turnover.
And the backs have decided they actually want to have the ball as he swings it about 10 metres forward. Nice, and that is why we chant, we get the ball back.
No, but I'm sure the LSE pack will perform well on this scrum.
Great play
At the
from
end of the
Imperial,
day-
ultimately showcasing their ability to not keep it in their hands. Let's hope that keeps up tonight.
A scrum 15 metres in front of the LSE post could result in 3 points. We shall see. And the LSE commenters beside me are laughing because they know that it's quite.
We were
quite
not
a
laughing.
high possibility.
This is a very serious moment. Could I get the Imperial commentator to see it off, please?
I'm being told to see it off by 2 guys who do not possess drinks. So
Possess what?
drinks. Have you got drinks? Yeah, thanks. Good chat again from the LSE boys.
Once again, Imperial not playing by the rules, but unfortunately that will come back to haunt them
A
tonight.
strong exit.
Good exit there by Jack Taylor.
Okay,
number
but
12.
I will have to ask, on what grounds would I have had to see that off? Just upon you guys, I don't really succumb to peer pressure from 2 blokes I don't know. So I think it would actually be. Wait, let me speak.
in the
It would
spirit
actually
of the
be-
varsity
it would actually be-
festivities.
It would actually be even more sad if I did see it off, considering I don't know you.
To be honest, I was about
I
to.
would think less of you.
I was about to like the Imperial commentator, but
Also-
sadly he's pulled the peer pressure card again. Classic from Imperial. It's a lovely defense. Set piece, as always.
As always, what?
As always, relied upon by the Imperial attack.
I mean, that was pretty
Lovely
nice.
line out, I must agree, by Imperial. And they drive it in with a nice maul within the LSE 22. Where will this go?
Pretty
It's breaking
rubbish
up.
ball.
Oh, and the carry takes them within the 22. Lovely job. Imperial have momentum now. And the carry as they take them in, not making any ground, but still,
good contest there.
they remain within
Good
the LSE
contest
22.
there.
And they ship it wide, Oh, lovely pop pass. Lovely
From
pop
Sammy
pass.
Brown. Oh, and Iz Ottaway drops it. That's
Statement
okay.
of intent there by the LSE captain, and it's a turnover. Brilliant defence there by LSE. That's the physicality leading from the front, Mr. Mark Ravenscroft.
So
Brilliant tackle, completely legal.
as we see there, Iz Ottaway drops the ball and then plays it on the ground. You can't play the ball on the ground.
Unfortunately,
ICL.
the referee said otherwise. Lovely play from Mark, who's a man of little
you
words
can't
but
play-
many skills.
Okay, the man on the right of me is clearly quite slow. I was complimenting his team, but it's okay. We
The
carry
man on
on.
the man on the left of me has clearly been beveraging while he commentates. Hence the presence of a bev in his hand that I told him to see off earlier. But it's okay, you know. Some of us are more professional than others. We'll see how this goes.
Okay. Interesting comms. Telling me to
First
see
line
it,
out here
telling
for
me to see it
LSE.
off. I say no. He has a go, and then tells me that's unprofessional. I'm not quite sure where the line of professionalism lies, but we'll go with it. Okay. The LSE
line out
line-out the Imperial line-out was struggling early on, but they got a good one last. Let's see how the LSE set piece holds up. Once we get one of the match balls back.
A little focus on one of the varsity players. James Heading lining up at 9 behind this line out. Lovely pair of curtains on the lad. Oh, and he takes the ball, juggles it out to our 10. Oh, and a lovely carry from Ben Cox. Doesn't make much ground.
Carry, yep.
Drew Bone passes
LSE
out
go
wide
around the corner,
to Jack
put it
Taylor,
on
who
the
puts it
boot.
into touch. It could have been better from LSE,
And
but great kick.
If you look at the territory gain from the original line out, we're probably looking at about 11 metres and have lost possession. So
Good defence there by Imperial. Big carries coming in. Good shot tackles. Putting pressure on the Imperial line out. They've not been consistent so far. Let's see how it goes.
That is fair enough. But it's very much looking like the occasion is getting to some people. For me.
Oh. And it's fumbled again. Is that a weakness there for Imperial? And LSE have regained the ball. That kick doesn't look so bad right now, does it? And the penalty momentum starting to swing in the game. Imperial discipline starting to lack. I don't know what that's for.
Yes, and while we have a break, I will bring attention back to the curtains of lovely Mr. 9, James Heading. He comes from down under, and boy, does he like to go there. Hey, with a head like that, who wouldn't?
Right.
Very interesting commentary there. I don't know how to respond to that.
I did see it interesting that the LSE 9 from last year gave an awful lot of chat pre-game to then be dropped for varsity this year. So as I was tempted to comment that on the Instagram's post, but apparently we don't talk about that. That's okay. That's okay.
I'll have you know, Leandro Gol is a very, very good player. Impact player, if I may say so. Impact
a speedy
player.
9 coming on at 60-minute time.
Exactly. Open the game up. Open the game up. Yes.
When LSE are evidently losing at that 60-minute mark and they need someone to get a bit of fire.
Very, very brave as we are now on the edge of their 22 for the first time. Let's see what happens.
Emphasis on for the first time.
Speaking of edge, the captain for LSE, Marks Ravenscroft, has gone on a 6-month edging streak, which is quite remarkable if you ask me. But congratulations to the man.
And having seen his headshot in the team lineups, I don't think that was voluntary. I think he's struggling to get women. He looks weird. Oh,
and a bit
Sammy!
Of a right throw. And he's knocked it on.
Oh, no,
poor 5'5" Sammy. And here we go. Joe Monda, dangerous attack there.
Lovely
Securing the
carry
ball.
from LSE
9 not
15.
there, nice. LSE regaining their structure, regaining their pod shape.
As we get to an angle, which is very difficult for the commentators to see. Imperial win a turnover, holding on.
LSE need to be better there, securing their ball. Aggression and consistency is what we focused on in the warm-up.
A great break from LSE's 13, but too good as he ran away from his support. Imperial able to get over the ball quick.
Just as we have a break from the game, just a word from our legend, Raid Shadow Legends.
A poor kick there, a poor kick.
I think
as the crowd, you will hear.
I think it's very much worth noting that LSE have selected probably their least good-looking kit for the last 5 years.
I preferred last year's.
Yes,
I think this is a smart one, though. It's better than the hoops.
I'm not really sure what they're going for. I think I can say Imperial's kit is beautiful.
Look, it's the job of a commentator to be unbiased, and I am not going to lie. LSE is a purple team, and black really doesn't suit us necessarily.
Yeah, where is the purple?
Especially under the floodlights, it doesn't really take out any of the colours. Great line out from Imperial.
For once.
Unfortunately, it was not straight, so we will go back for the LSE line out or scrum. Let's hope they take the line out.
Choose a line out. Also, I must be disappointed that my fellow commentators don't have pints, but it's not their fault. Commentators should get pints, and they should be delivered to you guys. So I think you should message some guys in your committee to get.
And it's a scrum down LSE ball. This is the first LSE scrum. Let's see how it goes.
No. He tried to play me at 5 for the.
And he's now tearing down our commentary structure.
Yes, another scrum collapse. Let's hope we get one that stays upright in this game. Unfortunately, it's two very heavy, strong packs going against each other.
One very heavy, strong pack going against another. I think we shall agree.
I would say experience plays a lot into it, not necessarily weight. But at the same time, it's a pleasure to watch, isn't it, my Imperial correspondent?
I think LSE, in a neutral point of view, LSE have put their pack on more of the carrying priority.
Well, last year we did.
In terms of the set piece priority.
And it's another scrum reset.
But please, last year we were...
Oh no, last year, the only reason why you won, A, for a faulty decision by the referee, which he later admitted in the clubhouse, which I was there for, and was the set piece. LSE dominant in the carries last year, slowly reflecting as they build into the game. A slow start, admittedly, but they're building and getting a bit of possession and territory.
Whispers were going around Imperial saying if Spencer Ingle managed to stay fit during the entire game, it would have been a complete and utter whitewash. But unfortunately, he got injured.
Again, living in the past for Imperial.
I would just like to note to any viewers that might be worrying about the absence of Mr. Jack Craig, he has found himself involved in the international NFL player pathway along the likes of Rees Rawlings. Lovely carry from LSE. Joe want to take himself within 22.
First bit of possession here for LSE, showing their carrying prowess. Let's see if they can make up camp just outside the Imperial 22 and get the first points of the game.
Playing it to Drew Bone, out to Alex Campion. Oh, what a hit from Alex Campion, taken down by two men. Here we go again. James heading at the base to Cam Keller, the Bristol man. Oh, and it's into Ben Cox again. Big hit from the CC.
Ben Cox has played a few TCVs. How old is he?
Oh, and he's lost the ball.
How old?
And he's lost the ball. But it's a penalty.
Imperial offside. It'd be interesting to see what the leadership team of LSE decides to do. I think the T is on, so it's a point.
As the Imperial commentator is contemplating whether he can from the commentary booth.
Likewise.
Perhaps not, considering the netting.
We might be in a scenario where both microphones go to Finley Walsh, the other LSE commentator.
And that is a scenario nobody wants. I think that was a good time.
Whoa.
Finley Walsh, taking it away.
Oh, it's a solo commentary now. Solo commentary. They're both going. So LSE decided Oscar Feingold with his first kick of the game. Let's see what he can do with it. A nice, easy one, although I have been told these are the hardest ones. And the first points of the game go to LSE. 3-0. Lovely penalty, stroked over by Oscar Feingold. As the crowd respond with chants of LSE. LSE, despite Imperial's momentum, getting the first points, building the scoreboard. Let's see how Imperial can respond. And again, we're looking for another match ball. Seems to be a consistent issue. And here we go. Lovely taken in the air there by Imperial, no. And yes, a penalty to LSE. Nice, easy momentum swinging to the London School of Economics. Lovely take there by Harlequins. He's dropped down from Harlequins. Ben Wilding, lovely take there. As my Imperial co-commentator comes back, how do you think the momentum turning? The momentum turning to LSE, yes?
I think one thing is one thing we really need to remember is the last 3 TCVs, LSE scored first. The last 3 TCVs, LSE lost.
And the last 3
The pause says a lot.
And the last 3 TCVs, LSE have been in division below. This year, I think it's a bit more of a storyline. We've played twice. Each team have won 22-21 in the first game of the season. 18-13 to LSE in the next game. There's a bit more of history there.
And realistically, just like LSE treasurer Alexi Foliadis has demonstrated with his edging streak, all good runs must come to an end.
Brilliant tackle from number 12, James McDermott. I can't see if I sit down as much as I want to.
LSE within the Imperial half, Cam Keller taking the ball. The ex-Bristol man, used to playing at a much higher level than this. But what greater stage is there than a City Varsity, is there, Spencer?
Very interesting pass from the base.
Oh, a lovely bump off from LSE number 8, Ben Cox.
Ben Cox, I think he might be nearing his 30s. He looks very old. Am I wrong? Please, how old is this man?
If he
He's been here
shaves,
for a
he
while.
looks younger if he shaves. That's all I'm going to add.
But he has a lot of neck, so that shave might take a while. He's a lovely guy, though. I have spoke to him, actually.
He's just a big man. He's just a
Okay.
very, very big man. And what decision? I am penalty to Imperial.
And interesting, we hear the LSE Chan saying that the Imperial students will be getting a subpar degree, which is very interesting considering Imperial was voted University of the Year last year and are, as per usual, above LSE in the world rankings.
As we all know, those rankings are dependent on student voting by their own students.
Trust
so
me, if it was, Imperial would be last.
all that
Imperial
indicates
students hate it.
student satisfaction isn't considered in
If student satisfaction was considered, Imperial will not be University of the Year.
and that's one thing we can both agree on. Imperial deep inside the LSE 22 here for another set piece. A nice line out.
I'm not a betting man,
Number
but I would put
23,
a ridiculous
Spencer
amount.
coming to the field.
A fiver right now.
Number 23.
I'll put a fiver right now that Imperial are going to attempt to maul this.
Oh,
Whether they
with nuanced
Alright.
opinion there from my co-commentator.
with
This is what you tune in for.
with-
The rugby insight. They are going to maul from their 5 meters.
we usually maul from the half anywhere within the opposition half. With
Spencer on for
with
LSE
a-
now.
with
Number
Andy-
23.
with Andy Evans as coach of the Imperial team, now in his 5th year as coach. Sorry, 6th year as coach. Andy is a hooker. He's a maul specialist. Imperial do score a lot of mauls. All they have to do is secure the ball. That's one thing they've been struggling to do thus far in this game.
And on comes the little boy from Zimbabwe. Let's see what he can do.
On what? Comms?
Kenya.
Oh.
He's from Kenya.
He's played
Okay.
for Zimbabwe. He played for Zimbabwe.
No, it's
The
Kenya.
It was
LSE,
Kenya, the little boy from Kenya.
the LSE commentators mixing up African countries. Someone please screen record that and cancel them.
Spencer
Check his
representing
Instagram.
Kenya under 20s now on the bench for LSE. Just shows how great depth we have. An
Okay.
amazing player. I don't know who he's come off for just yet.
Oh my God. What
And
is
again, they've struggled to secure their own ball. Let's see what happens. There's a 10 for Imperial, takes it in.
And he scores! Imperial under the sticks. I think the LSE commentators will agree that that is shocking
Poor,
defence as a fight breaks out under the post. Tensions are running high as the tee comes on.
A
Ref is trying.
lovely little sniping play from Imperial that puts them up. But as our fellow commentator Spencer said, every time LSE have lost, Imperial have gone up. LSE have gone up first. So
I don't know what he said then. I think he got his words mixed up.
I think
I did. But what I meant was what I meant was every time he see them win, LSE have gone up first.
now
But
it's
the tables
Imperial's
have
turn.
turned finally.
I think that try
Okay,
encapsulates everything to do
So
with Imperial
I am going
rugby.
to explain what I said earlier, which is every time LSE score first, Imperial have won.
I
and
just
that,
think
and that doesn't really.
that try
It still runs.
That try just shows everything about this game. Imperial are only going to win, only going to get a foothold if LSE let them. I think this game is in LSE's hands and it's up to them to dictate the flow of the game. Only LSE's mistakes will let Imperial back into the game with a lack of creativity, a lack of real flair in the backs. I think the only thing they have is some big boys up front who will tire after 5 minutes.
Whether or not I agree with that, we'll see.
Admit
However,
it.
I
What
think
in your back line?
I think we can agree that that was definitely an LSE mistake.
Yes,
there.
that was us. I've seen more flair in that flag post over there than your back line. As the kicker goes and converts 7-3 Imperial.
A classic Oscar Feingold scenario where the kicker hopes to convert. In the same way that our 15 Oscar Feingold, and he won't shut up about it, hopes to convert all his spring weeks. However, as the reality is, so early in the game, no one cares that much.
After a bit of a fisticuffs behind the sticks, I believe Imperial are starting with a penalty from, I think LSE was struggling to cope with the fact that they couldn't tackle a 10, even though surrounded by 4 men. And we are starting with a penalty. It's not a great location to kick for touch, but
It's kept in there by LSE. Wonderful and a nice carry. Let's see how they exit here. Mr. James Heading taking it in.
A big missed opportunity from Imperial, I think we'll agree.
Exiting here from LSE is vital. A good, clean exit from their own 22. Let's play in the right half here.
One thing I will
As
like
Angus
to bring in
Lovett takes
mind.
it up. Nice carry there by the substitute flanker.
One thing I will like to comment on is the service of this 9, who you considered very good. Isn't been that great, as we just saw then by the drop pass.
Penalty,
Unfortunately,
offside,
Imperial were
though.
offside.
Again, discipline being penalised by the referee for Imperial.
That's how it usually works. Discipline usually does get penalised. Thank you.
Not always. I've seen you cheat. Not you personally. I've seen Imperial cheat. Unfortunately, this referee seems fortunately, this referee seems aware and competent. As a lovely touch finder there by Oscar Feingold, giving LSE a platform for them to attack. Let's see if the LSE force can get a
Not the
foothold in
most
the
yards,
game.
not the most yards on the kick, but importantly, it did find touch. Something Imperial can't say about their last couple of penalties.
I don't think we can understate the pressure on the hooker, Ollie, also known as Tren, as you can see by his massive physique. A lot of pressure here, thrown in front of the stand. You know, you've got Imperial people, maybe not as loud as LSE. You know, a bit shy, more socially inept. But yeah, more pressure on the kicker on this side.
I will not comment on the
Yes, while
social
he might be
ineptness of him.
used
he's
to
knocked
a
it
stage
on.
as big as Harlequins, it's clear to see that a stage as big as the City Varsity more than equals that. And a lovely carry from Angus Lovett, who also used to play for Durham University once.
I struggle to believe that. Okay. He has been doing some good carries, though. Lovely tackle out wide. I believe that was Sammy Brown. But
And a nice pass from James
Zach
Heading.
Newsom.
David Dada loses the ball. And Imperial regain for another scrum. Inevitably, Joe Barry gets to eat again.
Interesting. The ref didn't quite see the LSE knock-on that caused the spill of the ball. Yeah,
Knocked on in
but
the
we'll
tackle,
see.
maybe.
Well, maybe it was. He's a lot closer than I am, so I remain impartial, as I have been this whole time.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Where are my pints? I repeat, where are my pints? I will text committee.
LSE scrum coming up. Let's see how this goes.
Probably not well.
Nice clean ball from a maybe questionable scrum there. Let's see what LSE can do. Joe Mondadori crashing up. Lovely ball there by Jack Taylor. Quick ball by James Heading. Drew flashed out. Oscar cut down.
Brilliant tackle by number 22, Dylan Bedford.
LSE need to build the phases here. David Dada trucking it up. Lovely carry there.
It appears Dylan
Captain
Bedford
Mark
has come
Ravenscroft up again.
on. Okay. It appears Dylan Bedford has come on for number 13, Sammy Brown. I do not know if that change is permanent or not. Whilst
Joe
LSE
Monda
make a good
growing into
outside
this
break.
game.
It's interesting to see both teams playing with a 1-3-3-1 formation.
Oh, and a lovely turnover from Imperial. A turnover at the breakdown. Joe Monadori made a lovely little half break, but Imperial got over it, and they have it back within the LSE half.
I think for the second time this game, LSE being victims of their own good carrying.
Yes, I think that's exactly right. As I said,
Give,
Imperial will only
give.
be in this game if LSE let them and their mistakes allowed to do so. I've just noticed number 14, Solomon Okoku, is the one who came off for Spencer. Let's hope that's not an injury or anything too bad. As Joe Berry takes it to the line and is crushed.
What position is Solomon Okoku?
Winger.
I believe I was his opposite winger last year, and he was rubbish.
The berry is crushed. Where I come from, we like to call that jam.
I can firmly vouch Solomon Okoku is not rubbish. Ian Satt said that his Imperial opponent last year was the easiest one he had to face. Slow on the turn. No high balls, no pace, no footwork.
You will see a
I
video
think
of
it's
me.
all talk while he's up here in the gantry.
You will see a video of me around the 23-minute mark bouncing him,
and
you
he
will also
definitely
see
hasn't ingrained that into his memory. He has it screen recorded on his phone. I'm sure he'll show us later.
As we can see, another year has passed, yet the Imperial commentator hasn't moved on from their last City Varsity win. It was great of him, for sure, but there are bigger things to worry about in life.
There's 3 men in this commentary box. Well, not really true. There's 3 commentators in this commentary box, and there's 3 TCV wins in this commentary box, and I have all of them. Thank you.
I believe he is.
One of the commentators has disappeared. I think, good riddance, but hopefully he shall return with pines.
possible little commentator's boat race happening at the halftime, but stay tuned.
And I shall not win. The maul breaks out. Imperial, he runs away from his support, but luckily he gets a quick roll. I'm not sure about
Ben
that.
Cox
That's a
gets
penalty.
over it, but he was off his
I'm
feet.
sure Imperial
He
will
was
take
off his
3
feet,
here.
sadly. They will take the penalty.
Ben Cox, who I will say is a very good player, made a unlikely...
Yeah, it seems that he was over it, but he just about slipped on this AstroTurf and lost his footing. Otherwise, would have been a great turnover from the man, but Imperial do have a penalty in front of the post.
And I've remembered the word I was looking for. An uncharacteristic mistake from Ben Cox.
I would completely agree with you there, Spencer.
I think the weight of his beard proved too much. He got a bit top heavy and he fell. Shave that beard, Ben. You look very old.
Some of us don't like mewing, okay?
It's very interesting. The LSE crowd respect... no, sorry, they're not respecting the kicker at all, actually. And that makes the scores 10-3 to Imperial.
Still, it's all to play for, as history has shown. The City Varsities can swing both ways, as they have for the past 3 years at least, while I have been at LSE. So we will see how this goes. However, Imperial have the upper hand as we speak.
And speaking of all to play for, this City Varsity, there is more than just the City Varsity to play for, I believe, I've been told. The Bucks Cup is to play for this year. So the winner of this will win the Bucks Cup, which is competed between the leagues of South East Division 2 and 3 of all branches. So the winner of this will also win the Bucks Cup, as LSE get a turnover penalty. Poor exit from Imperial. A lot of people will call that a coach killer.
Yes, as you said, this is a double to play for on Imperial's behalf, but a triple to play for on LSE. But we will see how the pressure gets to them, as they have already secured the league. But a win in this context would lead to a treble for this season. However, as we all know, the pressure within the City Varsity is different to anything players within this level ever experience.
Believe me when I tell you, winning the league is a curse, not a blessing. I had a terrible 4th year. Not just losing every game in South East Division 1. 4th year was all... I'm going to rant in a second. I shall not do that.
Sorry, I'll take you away from...
South East Division 1 is tough.
I can't help but agree with you there, but in the meanwhile, LSE have a scrum in the 22. Within the Imperial 22, they are driving, they are near the line.
It was a line
It comes down.
And now it's a maul. The maul, I believe, has collapsed.
Sorry.
LSE get another penalty. They've gone quick.
Tap and go.
They've gone quick. Imperial, will they get a card from this? I believe if they get a card, they would have already got a penalty try, so probably not. But I imagine LSE will go to the corner again. They can actually go to the corner without having to kick it, whether they will ask the ref to do that or not, whether they have the game knowledge like I do, but maybe they don't. Okay, they don't.
Yes, James Heading takes a lovely tap to the corner, and LSE are 5 meters out. Trying to close the gap here as Imperial leads 10-3.
As both commentators still are drinkless. Still, imagine, still. This would not have happened.
I hate the usage of that word, but I have to agree.
Oh, and LSE fluff up the line out. Imperial get it on their own line. Can they exit cleanly, though? Can they exit cleanly?
Loss, but still,
Ed Brun, I don't know if his
pressure.
box kicking's good. I believe they're going to exit off 10. They should get it off the park. They don't get it off the park. They keep it in field. Whether that was deliberate, I do not know.
But the ball
they
finds
do
grass.
The field well. And there is space out there.
To Feingold. Feingold steps,
Wrong decision,
and he's taken.
I must admit, from LSE 15. I think he had quite a few men out there. He should have
beats
gone
two
wide.
men, but there was space on the outside. Lovely take from Cam Callis to recover it. LSE continue momentum.
Some people see the name in lights and go for the big score, and unfortunately, LSE's 15 was one of them.
LSE now are trying to make it back. The meets that they lost. Here goes Jack Taylor. Lovely little Wasps Academy prospect. Here he goes, tackled down within the Imperial 50.
Prospect. He is not there now, and the club no longer exists.
I'm not one to crush other people's dreams, but but that might be the case.
Loose from Imperial. As Johnny
and
Lewis
Trent
gets it
takes
out
him with
wide,
the tackle.
unlike him from a carry, to stand out there.
Hello
Ed
again.
Brun
In fact,
goes-
There's three of us
oh.
back in the gantry now. It's Imperial.
Who invited this guy back?
Oh, okay. I see how it is. When you two go to the toilet again, I will carry it. Don't worry.
Scrappy breakdown from LSE, from Imperial, sorry, and LSE win it. They've not got the
and
numbers
Bromley
left.
carrying as about as explosively
think-
as his IBS. Lovely play from him
I
there.
think the breakdown is scrappy from both sides. I think we can both agree. The referee's having... It's not like... It's going to be tough for him to referee this breakdown.
LSE tightening up the game a little bit short to carry some picks and goes. Let's see if looks like they're about to flash it out.
Number one for
Bone
LSE.
going for the crossfield kick
Oh, lovely kick.
into space, and does it very nice touch finder there by Drew Bone, turning the screw on Imperial, pinning them back in their own 22, putting pressure on their, as you admit, faulty line out.
The line-out has been
Malfunctioning.
faulty as well, but I think as you can all look at LSE number one, he is blowing. He is blowing.
Tony
he was
has been working on his
he was
cardio.
completely out of position in that last phase, hence the kick. I don't know what. I think LSE are playing a 1-3-3-1.
I think for a bit of
he was
context,
on
it's
his
important to
own in the
understand.
middle of the field.
Tony
I'm not quite sure.
had a long shift at the pizzeria earlier, so he might be blowing, but still, he's about to put in a shift here as Imperial take the line out within their own 22. Here we go. Oh, and they secure it lovely.
Successful
they maul it.
line
They
out from
maul it.
Imperial.
Shock. Who would have thought that for Imperial? And
Well,
they
I
keep
think a
driving.
maul is a very good way of exiting, especially if you can manage to draw the penalty. But I think it's definitely worth mentioning, LSE's maul defence has been stalwart this far.
LSE's defence, sorry, you say?
Maul defence.
More defence, yes.
It's
Yeah.
been great.
In the meanwhile, while Mr. Finley
In the
Walsh was
meanwhile.
gone, I have to add that Mr. Ben Cox, the LSE Club CC, has come off. I don't know for how long, possibly for a head injury assessment for Mr. Aaron Willits, number 20.
Ben Cox is club captain this year.
Yeah,
That's great to
I
hear.
think a little bit
That's
of
great to
insight
hear.
maybe into LSE camp. This was
Yeah.
a planned substitution before the game.
I was unaware we
So
were doing
no
rolling
injury
subs in
for
such a
Ben
game.
Cox.
I was unaware we could do rolling subs.
That's what happens when you leave university for
Actually,
2 years
I
and live 4 years in the past.
Actually, I was aware, and I left last year. But I was aware of that because we did it last year.
Is that why they took you off against Mr. Solomon Okoku? Because
He was
game.
he was rubbish.
Yeah, I'd have to disagree with you there. And a beautiful line and a big collision there by Angus Lovett.
Well,
Drew takes it to line, and Mark Ravenscroft, the captain, with some space. Let's see what I can do. Nice low chop tackle by the Imperial defender there. James Heading, clean ball. Slowing it down. David Dada chucking it up. And good defence there by Imperial.
Sam Johnson driving a man back as
Imperial
he will
with
be
a
doing
triple
all
tackle, but
game.
with a sleeve space on the outside. LSE seem to have an overlap. Can I get it out there? Oh, it's Drew Bone with the offload, and he loses it, trying to make something out of nothing. But Imperial have it getting their own 22.
Gathered by Corey Clark on his final TCV. Can Imperial exit cleanly? They've struggled with the exits, but they've been choosing to keep it in field. I suspect they'll do the same again, considering the midfield kick.
And
They
he doesn't
do.
make touch. It goes
I
straight
don't think
to.
he was trying to.
It goes straight to the LSE captain, Mark Ravenscroft. Oh, and he goes for the man.
Shocking carry.
2 men down, 2 men down. He takes 2 men down, and he's tackled close to the Imperial 22. James Heading again, but it's not clean ball. Imperial take it once again with the turnover. Great work from the Imperial pack.
As a former winger myself, those are the moments you live for in a game, where you look up and see a whole and organised defence. Unfortunately, Mark Ravenscroft could not make the most of that opportunity. That ball had to go in field. It wasn't his carry. It should have gone in field. Imperial definitely had space on the right, but he chose to carry himself. Thus, Imperial got a turnover.
And an injury here for Imperial. Let's see.
Quite early on to get a cramp.
Good fitness there from the Imperial pack. Let's hope it continues.
I think it's Oscar Nualati.
Let's see how.
Number 6 for.
I know,
wow.
shocking touch finder.
At
by
least
the
he made touch
Imperial.
this time.
Yes, by the Imperial. Try scoring,
Morris.
to be fair.
Morris.
The Imperial fly off. That wasn't his best moment. That
Morris,
really,
who
really
has,
wasn't
as
his
of
best
yet,
moment.
scored 10 points. LSE have scored 3, by the way, so that's interesting. I'm gonna leave that out.
Imperial again with a line out within the LSE. Within their own half. It's been a shaky point for both teams so far. Let's see if either of them can secure it for the remainder of the game.
Imperial with 2 forwards lining out up outside 10.
Great line out
they'll
great
play
line
off
out
the
from
top,
Imperial.
Give it to those 2 forwards, and I think this ball
Oh, and a great turnover from
Oh,
Aaron Willits. He
dear.
makes the hit, then turns the ball over. It's close to the Imperial 22. What can the LSE backs do with this? Oh, and it's straight to Drew Bone. Mark Ravenscroft taken down again outside the Imperial 22.
Tackle was completed. I believe that's an Imperial penalty.
And
Yes,
it's an Imperial
thank you.
penalty. They've got
God,
over the
my
ball
rugby
again.
knowledge never ceases to amaze me. Where are our beers? I repeat, where are our beers?
I will add to that. Where are the beers? Anyone tuning in, where are the beers?
Oh, and he finds touch, which is a bit of a phenomenon for the Imperial 10. Let's see how the Imperial line-out functions now. I think both my co-commentators are a little bit preoccupied with getting some beers in the gantry here. Trying to message and signal to people as much as they can. As Imperial throw it in, straight maybe, and good take. Let's see what they can do. Again, the very, very, very unflamboyant backline of Imperial doing nothing. Would you say that's fair to say?
The back line, which are currently one try up, but that's interesting. I will admit, Imperial's back play has never been their strong point, and that is coming from a former Imperial back.
But
We are a
still,
set
they
piece
drive it
team.
out with the
That
forwards
is
within the
true.
LSE half. Let's see how the LSE defense can deal with this. The backs have clean ball now, but they go back to the forwards down the left, and again, they make
Another
make
brilliant-
marginal meters. Great carry from the Imperial prop,
Brilliant
but
carry
still.
from Sam Johnson from Imperial. It looks as though Imperial's number 8, the Greek freak, Leonardo.
Telegraph line there, telegraph.
Leonidas, appears to be struggling. He appears to have injured
They
his
thought
knee.
they saw
I
a little
suspect
half break there
he'll
down
go
the
off
middle.
next
Lovely play,
perhaps for Walter Taylor.
but snatched up by the LSE defense. Let's see where they go from this. Imperial 10 in the pocket. Oh,
I don't think
lovely
that's
play.
what the pocket is, but we'll go. Anyway, Imperial LSE's defense on top right now.
Imperial again struggling
I
to make
think,
meters.
My
Oh,
opinion, they
and
should
they take
kick
it down again.
Imperial LSE do not have anyone in the backfield. I think they should kick it. Will Archie Morris see that?
Poor ball there by
Not
the
yet,
9.
he goes
He's
himself.
stepping, and he steps into David Dada.
He hits the floor before a referee calls it a maul. Imperial
Peaceful
still have
pressure
the
there in
forward,
defence by
Oscar
Joe
Nouratis.
Monder.
They're going backwards. They really should kick this. The space in the right of the LSE back. As we go from right to left, in the back right of the LSE backfield, that's where he should kick it.
Just like to
And
mention,
it's half time, I believe.
just like to
Where
mention,
are our
look at that
peers?
defence by LSE as the half comes to a close.
And yet another low-scoring half within the City Varsity comes to a close. The score ends 10-3 to Imperial. And us commentators wait here patiently for a pint to arrive. So if any of you viewers know anyone in the crowd who is near a bar, please let them know. We will be waiting. But anyway, welcome to the halftime show. This is me, your host, William Bowman, at the halftime show.
So, at half-time, I would love to thank our sponsors. The name sponsor of this event for the last 3 years as well, Kinscape. Thank you very much for sponsoring TCV. And also 64 Investments.
Yes, I would also love to thank 64 Investments. They did a lovely networking event with both of our teams within the last couple of weeks that all of our players much appreciate.
Did LSE turn up?
We did.
That is a first.
Unfortunately,
LSE turned up to one of the
we did not
networking
have our own
events.
photographer at the event to take a photo and post on the Imperial Run City Varsity page. But still, it was a great event, so thank you to our sponsors. Anyway.
There was no need in same page. The City Varsity is Imperial Run. It always has been Imperial Run, and I suspect, because we do such a good job, it will probably remain Imperial Run.
And I can see the Imperial Social Secretary, my fellow rival, on the sidelines now. Max Bruno on the tannoy. I do not know what he's doing. He is on the pitch in some lovely bright blue pants.
What is for sure is that Max Bruno, once again, looks like a gimp. Do you concur?
I would say that that phrase needs an adding of the phrase a 1980s gimp, but at the same time, you can't disagree with that. For once, me and my fellow Imperial commentator agree on something.
Max Bruno, arguably a good bloke. I'd say he is. I like him. I like him a lot, actually. However, Christ knows what he's wearing today.
Anyway,
controversially left out of the team sheet. Some could say him and long-time Imperial coach Andy has never rated Max Bruneau, but some could also say no one rates Max Bruneau on the pitch. I would disagree with that. I think it's brilliant, and it's worth saying Max Bruneau in 3 years got his first try for the Wands last week.
Congratulations, all of you at home. Please, going to get a great round of applause. And on the note of people being unjustly left out of the team, let me give a great shout out to LSE 2's captain, Jack Craig. Unfortunately, he can't be with us today because he is involved in the same program as Lewis Rees-Zammit, the NFL International Player Pathway. Jack Craig is auditioning to be a lineman within the NFL, but he's a great player otherwise. Top scorer on Bucks, as it happens. And, he's already carried the LSE Golden Gods to a win in the league. So it's a great shame that he can't be here today. I feel like it's only fair that we didn't bring him, otherwise the scoreline would have been completely different at halftime.
Given the fact that he plays for LSE 2s, I would say focus on your degree. Focus on your degree, son. You ain't making the league. Also, we have
to all of you viewers out there, focus on your degree.
We have no idea if we've cut to an ad break or not, so we're just chatting waffle at the minute.
If you can hear us.
And we are back. As I was saying on the tannoy, I think one thing Imperial could work on over this half is their kicking game. I think in the midfield, the LSE back three are leaving a bit of space in the backfield. I think Imperial 10 could exploit that a bit more. What do you think LSE could do better this half? Again,
LSE needs to do better at retaining possession. They have a great back line on them, but as we have seen so far, it hasn't been utilised within structured play, only in open play. So if LSE can string a few phases together, they could be dangerous. But the Imperial pack, again, remains daunting. Here we go again.
From that kick-off, a brilliant tackle by Rob Wakefield, number 7. However, LSE backs do a nice move out wide. They get a good ground past the gain line. And we'll see. Will they keep it in hand? I think they will. No, they won't. They will exit. He was well offside.
Lovely crossfield kick from LSE. Spencer Davies, he goes down near the Imperial 22, within their half. And LSE secure it. Here we go. LSE forwards. Play it out the back again to Jack Taylor. Another kick from LSE, and Mark Travers crosses on the end of this. Is he? No, straight into space. LSE pin Imperial back within their own 22. Let's see how the lineouts fare in the second half.
So as I just said, Imperial need to use their kicking game well. The LSE 10 has just showed his kicking game, and that was lovely.
Yeah, I must say,
Am I right? He isn't doing anything.
LSE have really been showcasing themselves in this second half in terms of kicking. Let's see how that translates to the scoreline as Imperial take a line out within their own 22.
I think. Oh my God! Right. That's why it's not on the table. Yeah, and that's what a waste of this.
Oh, it's a messy line out, and then LSE have it again. David Dada with the ball, tackle back within his own 22. Here we go. Imperial clear it out. Have they stolen it? Yes. No, it's an LSE penalty in their 22. Alex Campion points to the corner. What will they do?
There's discussion for post, there's discussion for touch. I would say post. I would say be smart. All that matters is the win in this game. I would say post.
7 points in this game, but let's see how ballsy LSE are feeling. We know how strong the Imperial counter maul is.
As the Imperial commentator here spilt his beer and is now quite upset. After asking for a beer for so long and finally receiving one, taking 3 sips and spilling it, Christ.
Great performance from my Imperial counterpart here. At least he got to the bar. And unfortunately, I could not find a fresher to do the same.
Well, actually, my club captain delivered me one as someone who holds a colours tie, which commands respect in Imperial, because we like to respect our elders. As such, some LSE guy to the left of me is rolling me a cig, so thank you for that. No, he's rolling me one, actually.
Fair play. The Imperial commentator is being rolled a cigarette as we speak. That's fine. Here we go.
Brilliant awareness from the commentators to notice that they got the kick. LSE got the kick. That makes the score 10-6. That makes the score 10-6.
Jack Taylor slots it.
And now
Mr. Reliable with the boot. Can they keep this up?
And now, interestingly, what was a full score game, it's now less than a 1-score game. This will be interesting. LSE, a try would put them ahead. But they need to find the line first. I think both teams. I think it's fair to say both teams have been struggling in the to break away and actually capitalise. Normally when both teams break, they then turn the ball over by running away from their support.
This is a very tight game. I have not seen a single clean line break at all, and I think the Imperial commentators can agree. Both teams have been struggling to make their backs moves work as LSE ship it wide. Oh, and Joe Monodori again making a half break, but not quite. He's down within his own 50.
I must say, why did I get this guy to roll my cig? Christ. As the guy
an awful performance from the LSE treasure, Mr. Alexi Foliadis, at rolling a cigarette. What could we have expected?
As I smoke a blunt of a cig, LSE Imperial 10 makes a interception.
Oh, and a half offload. Here he
10
goes.
meters from the LSE line. There is space right. Will they use it? No, they will slow it down. There is definitely space right. But the Imperial pack seem to be completely sucked in. I think there'll be a few pick and goes. I don't know where Imperial's 9 is. I think he was at the bottom of ruck, and now he's back. Now the structure should return, but the backs are still sporadic. There's very little room on the left. They should look at the right. Actually, both sides of the pitch, there's not much. Imperial are very much bunched in right now.
Again, in such a tight game, every man is man marked. Let's see the Imperial forwards. Oh, was that Joe Berry making a lovely carry down the middle under the posts? Oh, and the Imperial number 8 again.
Leonidas.
Leonidas.
He's actually called Leonidas.
Named after his favorite chocolate, might I add.
Named after a Spartan king.
This isn't the hot gates, though. This is the City Varsity.
Great reference from my co-commentator. As Imperial get the penalty, I wonder what they do. I suspect they scrum it and try and push over.
And
what
like
do you
Persians, the LSE sat behind the ball
He's
carrier.
trying now. He's trying now.
As my co-commentator takes another drag of his cigarette, Imperial have the penalty, and will they opt for the scrum?
I believe they should opt for a scrum. That would be the right decision. They do opt for the scrum. Now, I think the pressure here goes to number 8, Leonidas Christie. I think this is the Imperial scrum has been quite dominant. It's going to be very hard for him to keep this at the base. If it pops out, then Imperial will have to play it. Ed Brun, no doubt, will pass to Archie Morris. The backs will have a move planned, but Leonidas needs to keep this between his feet because Imperial are likely to get the shove on here.
Yeah, let's see what his profession truly is. As the scrum is called up
reference.
again.
Another great. We're just bouncing off each other now.
Thank you.
We're just like we've had first
Put us
half,
on the
first
Six
half,
Nations.
just got to know each other. No, we're just bouncing.
Again, memories to be made at the City Varsity on and off the pitch. It's a great event. Shout out to our sponsors again. As Imperial packed down for another scrum.
Here
Oh,
we
and it's
go.
a great
Can
scrum.
Leon keep it
Great
in?
work for Joe
That's
Berry
got to
at
be
the
a
base.
penalty.
And it's a penalty to Imperial. Will they tap? They do tap.
do
Leonidas again. And he takes the ball. He goes out wide. Nobody's tackled short.
I think that was the wrong idea from Leon. I love Leon, but I don't think he should have done that. They should have taken another scrum and forced a yellow. I think the referee would have reached to his pocket after a few scrums.
I hate to agree, but I have to on this occasion.
I don't know why you hate to agree.
What do you mean?
Have I just found out that... Okay. Imperial go wide now.
And
There's
here
a
they
lot of
go.
comms
The
about
number
the
12,
mics,
he
but
ships it
apparently they
late.
do
Oh,
both
and it's great. Almost an overlap.
Imperial go wide. They lose some ground, but then gain some with a very good carry. I think Imperial have a penalty. I believe it's offside. We'll see. They should go for the scrum again, as Luke Butland, a.k.a. Gutland, carries.
Playing for meters here. They keep going to the forwards, and they're going out
Brilliant.
wide.
Brilliant. Archie Morris again, dancing
Oh,
feet.
was that crossing? No, it wasn't. And he ships
goes-
it wide.
He
Beautiful
kicks it
kick.
backwards. Very interesting call.
But the penalty was being called, and they take it back. What will this lead to?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I was being...
Sorry, our special guest, the LSE treasurer, was asking for a lighter. He has found one.
As
And what
Imperial
will Imperial
choose
do now?
Another scrum. Leonidas Christie got away with one there. I don't think that was the right decision, but he's a great carrier. I could have backed him to score. It would have been great for him to score there. Leon with the blue scrum hat at 8. Now they will try and push them over again. Will the ref reach into his pocket? I suspect not. However, if another penalty is given and the Imperial choose another scrum and that warrants a penalty, maybe we might see a card. We haven't actually seen a card in TCV for a while, I think.
And
I
look,
don't
and look,
remember.
that carry was to be expected under these bright lights and this kind of pressure. It is expected of players to go for glory, and he almost did there, but he was stopped short, and it wasn't necessarily the best decision for his team, but it has been redeemed here. Imperial with another scrum deep inside the LSE half, and knowing their strength in the scrum, we all see what kind of platform they build here. The Imperial backs are taking their time to stack up again, so it is expected, in my opinion, that Imperial will go for another penalty. Let's see.
I must say, I think Imperial have got quite lucky with where the refs called this mark. I don't think it was this close to the LSE line, and I think we'll take it. We will take it.
Tense moments here in the City Varsity. They pack down.
Leonidas' footwork will be tested again. And
Again, called up again. Not
called
the first
up.
time this game. Both packs raring to go at each other.
tensions are high in the commentary box as well.
agreed, especially after my fellow commentator spilled his only pint he's got up here.
I'm gutted. I am gutted. I am an idiot. It is my fault.
What's worse than a City Varsity loss, spilling your own pint in the commentary box, I must say, is up there. Oh, and the ball comes out. LSE have it again, but it was a penalty for Imperial.
Penalty try, I believe. 7 points for Imperial.
Great work again
7 points for Imperial. Penalty try.
From Mr. Reliable, Joe Berry, again, packing down against the Imperial pack, the LSE pack that can't seem to handle him so far.
That makes the score 17-6. And I think we can all agree the Imperial pack deserve to push them over. I think they are dominant. Once again, for the second varsity going, Imperial are relying on their pack. Joe Berry again with a great TCV performance. Pressure makes diamonds, folks. Pressure makes diamonds. And those diamonds are formed in Darlington. Darlington. I love the Northeast.
We'll see as LSE go to the boot again with this kickoff. Reliable kickers so far, however, they haven't been able to make much of it. Let's see how short Drew Bone puts this, as Imperial line up ridiculously short for this kickoff, I must add.
And speaking of the man himself, Joe Berry is being subbed off for Shea Bailey, another great scrummager.
To a round of applause.
Coming to a round of applause.
Well played.
And Sammy Brown also comes back on for Dylan.
Great play from Joe Berry, I must add. Yet another great shift from the varsity specialist himself.
And we can also see Max Wang warming up on the sideline. That man is lethal in open space. Will he find it? We'll see. Archie Morris, as he should, decides to exit straight from the kickoff. I think that was the right decision.
LSE take it quickly. Here he goes. Oh, no. He's taken down short within his own half. Drew Bone gets it. Ships it wide. Does Spencer get this? No, he's dropped it. Another chance for Imperial to use their scrum.
I think Imperial will try and milk a pen from the scrum, hopefully kick deep, and try and win the line out for a maul. I think we can both say if Imperial manage to score off that subsequent maul, it would be a very long way back for LSE.
Look, if you're Imperial at this point, what are you doing? Because they have the points advantage. They have the points advantage.
As we see Max Wang, come on for Zach Newsom on the...
See the kicker becoming very handy here as they grind out points. Can they get a penalty? Slot it.
Max Wang, I think he's on at the left wing. Imperial definitely have a move planned. I think they'll milk the penalty advantage, then send it wide. And I think we'd all agree it would be lovely to see a positive strike move from the backs. Okay, that's a dominant scrum. Shea Bailey coming on the pitch.
Great dominant
but
scrum.
No.
Oh,
yes.
And a penalty for collapsing again.
Imperial celebration. It seems like the momentum is swinging the Imperial's way, but LSE, their heads will not go down into the City Varsity. They will never go down. The City Varsity will go to the last minute.
They will fight to the last man. That is what we want to see. That is what we came here for. Imperial again, though, likely to go for the corner and then utilize their driving maul. Let's see how that goes, as both lineouts have been shaky today, haven't they, Spencer?
Agreed. Imperial, I mean, we struggle to see from this angle, so I'm going to pass from my co-commentator for now. Whilst I check the live stream comments, I hope there's some good ones.
Yes, here we go. Imperial with the line out. 6-man line out. Imperial ready to throw it in.
I've decided I can't be bothered to check the live stream comments.
And they take it down and they go for the maul. No, they break away from the maul.
They go for the classic Sean ball, which they've scored off in two consecutive varsities, but they didn't score off this time.
It doesn't work as of yet, and Imperial, they are picking going here. Straight to the forwards. Here they go.
Christie
trying to wear down the LSE defense. But they will not give way so far. This is varsity. They care.
Imperial are picking going close to the LSE post while the backs swing left, try and create the space. The space is there, but I doubt they'll give it. They'll keep it in the pack. Oh, they do.
They do. And they switch it back. And the 9 switches it back. Over to Mike. Finley Walsh is back. Over to him.
Sorry for my absence. I had to go and find a physio for one of our players at half time. That was harder than expected. It didn't miss me.
We did not miss you.
I've heard from the crowd that I have had the best ball knowledge on the stream today. And with my co-commentator,
Imperial with the penalty right in front of the sticks. I suspect they'll take the 3 here, take this 20 points to 6. A dominant scoreline with, I suspect, about 30 minutes, 25 minutes to play. There's no clock.
Looks like a scrum has been decided by the Imperial senior leaders.
Imperial going aggressive. They want 7. They're smelling blood. They're smelling blood like the great white sharks they are in their white kit, which is beautiful, can I say.
LSE prop Tony has come off, so second row Cameron Keller goes into the front row, and Benjamin Maitland, number 18, slots into the second row. A couple of changes there for LSE. Let's see how his first scrum goes.
As I wipe away the 2 litres of saliva covered on my mic, God, I'm spitting more than Brian Moore.
Coming of explosive little player, known to make his way in space, but how can he have a set
big shove.
piece?
Will penalty try perhaps? No. I think we'll reset. Imperial maybe got away from there. Could have been an early push.
Fun fact, Ben Maitland is actually Liverpool's mewing champion as of 2024.
Okay, my co-commentator clearly in the TikTok era. Surely they go for another scrum. I think, as commentators usually say, when the ref picks a side for a scrum, he usually sticks with it.
I think it's safe to say Imperial are painting the better picture here at scrum time for the referee. And they've opted again for a scrum, which means no surprise to us here.
Will we see Leon pick and go from the base, or will we see them try and keep it in and run them over? I think we suspect we'll try and keep it in and run them over. We shall see. Shea Bailey and Sam Johnson, the 2 Welsh brothers, grew up in the same city in Wales. I do not know where, but they did.
Poor blokes.
Oh, they're good blokes, and they can scrum, and we shall see this now as Ed Brun feeds the ball in. The scrum goes forward, pushing over the line. I think this should be a try, and it is. Imperial are now another 5 points for Imperial.
Another
making the
dominant
score
scrum
22-6, a dominant scoreline. I think in my...
More than 2 scores up. Let's see how this develops, although Imperial have their foot on the gas and they have complete control of this game at this point. Let's see how it develops.
I have never seen a bigger scoreline in TCV during my time, actually.
Do not count them out. This LSE team is known to enjoy the loose game and to know to score tries quickly, but so far they haven't been able to find that space that they usually love to play with. Let's see if the Imperial pack can keep it up. This scrummaging must be exhausting.
As Archie Morris, I think any forward will tell you it's much more tiring going backwards in the scrum than going forward. Archie Morris slots the conversion, making that 24-6. Thank you.
At the start of the game, we mentioned 2 things. We mentioned Imperial's set-piece dominance, especially in the scrumming line. That's something like good today. And we mentioned their maybe lack of creativity in the backs, or maybe their forward-preferred ways. And that is exactly how the game has turned out.
Yeah, and I'll agree with that.
Like my co-commentator Bowman said, this is not over yet.
LSE
have magic.
As someone who's been an Imperial back for many years, we do score fast scrums, but God, I scored some tries, didn't I?
Nice kick off there by Drew.
It finds grass.
But
I think that was an LSE knock on. They got unlucky there. Imperial should have gathered that better.
Yeah, no, that was. Need to restart better.
Well, they got let off there because they've got the scrum, and we know what's going to happen.
Imperial perhaps getting a bit complacent with their lead. Getting a bit complacent perhaps with their lead, getting a bit sloppy there. Drew Bone almost recovering it within the Imperial half. However, they do have a scrum again, and we all know how this goes.
And as the forwards pack down, the Imperial commentator here is planning how, with a very injured hamstring, how he can quickly get on and pitch invade at full time. I think I'm going to have to jump down and land like an Avenger from the commentary booth, which is about 15 metres high, maybe not, maybe 5 metres high, sacrifice my ankles and my hamstring, but God, I will pitch invade when we win. Not if, when. Please win now, because God, I look like an idiot.
Commentator's curse there, do you reckon?
24-6.
It's hard to be positive about LSE right now. However, like we've just said, there's magic everywhere. Spencer, impact player.
What I would like to say, see from Imperial is to get the advantage and then play from the backs from it. Oh wow, that scrum's dominant. They do. Leon, I believe he should have kept it in. Interesting decision from Ed Brun.
And as we speak, LSE have the ball back within the 22. Imperial trying to kick off their scrum, but LSE recover it. Here we go. Benjamin Wilding, Mr. Explosive, gets the ball within their half.
Slowly to get up.
The new 9, Harrison Heatley. Drew Bone with one of his beautiful kicks in the corner, and they record it. They don't get the mark. Oh, and LSE just spill it over the line. LSE almost with a breakaway try there. Mistakes from Imperial almost costing them, but they get lucky.
We come back for a penalty right in front of the Imperial sticks. Easy 3 for LSE, but I suspect
Go for the post.
I can't imagine they will go for it. It's a long way from touch, but they have to go for touch. I don't think they should take 3 here, and they won't, as 15 looks to kick it.
And amongst all our waffling, we forgot to add that LSE have a new 9 on the pitch. The little boy from New Malden, Wimbledon, Harrison Heatley, my Pookie Bear, comes onto the pitch. Let's see what performance he can put on in the second varsity.
A local lad. The pitch is close to him. I bet his parents are here.
I must add, our 9 and 10, this is a new 9 and 10 halfback partnership. They've played together since high school, so a lot of chemistry. Let's see what they can do.
Well, clearly not a new partnership then, but good comms.
New partnership on the field. Let's not be pernickety now. Okay, you're winning on the pitch. No need for sort of digs there. Oh, that is not what LSE needed.
He's like, but my God, can he get up quick? Imperial, they need to get a good they need to get a good exit here. We love a good exit. I suspect we see a pick and go as they work towards the 15. LSE claiming the penalty, not given. They'll do one more carry to get into the 15, and then they will exit, no doubt. Nope.
Ball's out. What will the referee decide here? Knock on again by LSE, and it's a scrum to Imperial.
I must
say, this is a very frustrating game to watch. It's good for you as Imperial, but these are 2 very, very evenly matched teams in the loose. Maybe LSE a bit more talented, a bit more ingenuity in attack, but the set piece is killing them. And in rugby, that's what you need.
Interesting comment given the scoreline.
Killing any momentum.
But I think one thing Imperial really need to do here is keep the ball in the scrum and get the penalty. Keep the ball into the scrum and get the penalty. As we see some Imperial substitutes going on. These are blokes that have joined since I left, so I'm going to have to read their name out from my phone. As we see who's going off. I believe it's Rob Wakefield is coming off for someone. Rob Wakefield is coming off for, John T. Calloway. John T. Calloway, club legend, 2's captain this year, and he's really stepped up, and he's earned his varsity spot.
Yeah, some fresh legs coming on from an experienced man himself, and the scrum continues to dominate from Imperial. They drive LSE back. Is the penalty coming? It's not. LSE stay packed down, but they will take the meters. The 9 goes out, and Imperial, they lose meters with the pass.
But they get the penalty. Maybe it was from an offside.
Advantage. And from an offside, it was.
I think they should have ran it there. Perhaps the 10 did not know we had an offside. Yes, it was offside. I think that offside was because when the LSE scrum was going backwards, the backs did not retreat with the scrum. I believe that's why the offside was given. Imperial get an easy exit, and exits during this game have not been easy for either team.
Simple mistakes costing LSE. It's the story of the game, and they've got to change the tide if they have any chance to get back into this. Again, a rather questionable kick there by the 10. He's not been his best touch finding game.
Well, he goes short, but he goes secure. Imperial don't make meters, but they're just relying on another LSE mistake. Will it happen? I hope not.
Another substitution.
But here they go, another line out, another point of uncertainty for both teams.
And I believe it's Obi Asuyi who comes on. I believe.
LSE line out are hoping for a steal here in optimal position. Will they get it? This is a pivotal point in the game.
A gutsy performance from Gutland.
Rumour has
a smile on his face. He's happy.
Rumour has it the Imperial hooker wears a scrum out to hide his hairline. As we all saw from the matchday photos, not healthy. Not healthy.
Yes, the same man who signed the Declaration of Independence is about to throw the ball in for the line out, and another line out from Imperial that they do claim. Nice pass from the 9 to the 10. Leonidas again storming the LSE defence like it's the hot gates. And they go to the forwards again here for another phase out to the right. Throws a dummy, no, but he goes in, he takes it. LSE defence, Imperius
should definitely look to exit soon. I don't think they should play many phases down here. It's not their strong point.
Let's
kick it, Archie. Please kick it.
Leonidas again with another carry. Oh, and a lovely take through the middle. The LSE.
And I swallow my words.
Out to the 12.
I swallow my words with a brilliant break from Sammy Brown and his housemate and his best friend James McDermott linking up with a brilliant offload. Lovely break as Imperial cross the halfway into LSE territory. Maxwell Wang with his first step of the night. Lovely, lovely quick feet. Makes a few yards from a soft shoulder. As we see Imperial go into their structure with the 1-3-3-1 as we see the winger out at the bottom of the screen here on the wide left. Sammy Brown and James McDermott left. They're calling for it. Imperial get the penalty. I suspect they'll kick long and right.
Simple
long and right.
mistakes from LSE there. I must say, I have attacked you throughout this game for your simple, maybe one-dimensional style of play, but you have executed that very, very well. You know your strengths, you're aware, you don't kid yourself, you run hard lines in attack, as we just seen by number 13 there, and it's working right now, and LSE have got to do something about it. They're running out of time too.
From a game that's been very dominated by forward play, I think it was quite lovely to see a backs
Imperial dropping some serious game on and off the pitch as Max Bruno gets active on the sidelines. Here they go for another line out within their half.
I believe it's Tom Emmanuel. It's someone I don't recognise. I think it's Tom Emmanuel coming on the pitch.
A quick shout out to the nicest hat.
I've never met him, but from Imperial's infamous Sylvia Snapchat story, he does seem like a good lad. Imperial are coming off another varsity win last week against Camborne School of Mines. The first time they won the RSM Camborne School of Mines varsity away in over 10 years, or maybe it was 8, something like that. It's a tough gig. It's a tough gig going down to Cornwall and Whitland and winning, and Imperial did it last week. Perhaps that gave them the confidence today. They have a strong squad.
Yes, LSE also off a big win in the Cup semi-final, leading them to this Cup final today. Will that have exhausted them or will that have motivated them? But we will see as the game ticks into its final quarter. Can they fight back as they have always? And also, before this lineup goes, Hat of the Day award within the crowd goes to Hector Martin de Neuville. Lovely, sexy Frenchman in the crowd. Good job from you, lad. And LSE recover it. Here they go. Lovely carry from Angus Lovett. Angus Lovett, the substitute. Here we go. Harrison Heatley, the new 9, passes it to Drubo, but he drops it again in his own half. It went backwards. It went backwards. Alex Campion with a lovely carry. David Dada gets over it. Harrison Heatley to Joe Mondadori, again carrying strongly as he has all game.
I suspect with the scoreline this way, LSE will try and run it out from here.
They have to throw caution to the wind here. They have to hope for some magic. I've talked a big game here. They've got to hope for something. Oh, see, playing out. Let's see what happens. An attacking chip there into space, just behind, in between the middle, and it's not claimed by LSE. And what's the decision here? Is it a knock on?
Yes.
Knock on by
LSE. Knock on, and Imperial knock on.
And that is wonderful news for the LSE scrum.
I think he meant Imperial scrum as it goes back to them. Imperial have a scrum within the LSE half.
As Max Bruno tries to bring the crowd back from the sideline, but is struggling to assert his very, very little dominance. As Konyon Joshua comes onto the pitch. Konyon Joshua, a club legend, a club favourite, comes onto the pitch. For Sam Johnson, who deserves a big round of applause. He has dominated the LSE scrum all night, and he walks off. And he's not a smiling man, but there should be a grin on his face.
And the crowd goes absolutely mild.
Walter Taylor, birthday boy Walter Taylor, comes onto the pitch for Oscar Nulatius, who has been, as shaky as Imperial's line-out has been, he's been great. He's got a steal right by Imperial's line. Both players get dapped up on their way off the pitch, as they should.
Am I right, Spencer, in saying that at this level, this is as much as a bomb squad you will see? And as we say that, Jack Taylor and David Dada both come off for Leandro Goff. And I believe it to be Aaron Willits on the sideline.
Jack Taylor, possibly his parents are the most creative with name-making. But we shall say another... Despite Imperial changing their props, they dominate the scrum.
LSE
the rest of the play the advantage, we get the penalty. Edbrun goes quick. Archie Morris goes wide. He kicks it through.
Oscar Feingold there to reclaim.
I don't think that was the right decision.
Let's see what happens.
But at the end of the day, it's 24-6 up. I think they've got a bit too much confidence as Imperial have 3 in the backfield. But I suspect LSE will try and run it out from here. As my co-commentator said, they are looking to throw caution to the wind right now.
He's had some success from his spring weeks, but clearly Oscar Feingold wasn't as successful with that carry there. But here goes Kareem Al-Karakiri, the GB American football player. Great carry from him, as expected. Oh, again, it's another penalty, this time LSE's way.
I believe it was not releasing.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a tough angle for the kicker, 5 metres in from the touch. As Max Wang lines up to say, oh,
He's had, like I said,
and
he's
he
had
misses
to
touch.
go far from a tough angle, and it's resulted in a non-touch
As
finder.
Edbrun looks
I
to
think
put it up.
the story of this game is
And he finds
LSE.
the space outright. He finds grass. Can Imperial's kick chase link
Let's
up?
see what Mark can do here. Mark Ravenscroft,
Yes,
as you
they
said, my
can.
co-commentator, the positions you love as a winger.
Mark Ravenscroft again failing to counter-attack. Come on, captain.
Big carry there, big carry. Ben Wilding bursting through,
A brilliant
and he's
break,
taken
a
down very
brilliant break.
effectively. Let's see if the support can get
But a
there.
great tackle from James McDermott.
Playing advantage
The
there.
ref blows his
Referee
whistle,
offside by
offside.
Imperial.
Imperial's discipline
As
let
much
himself
as
go.
that was a lovely
Imperial-
carry from the beast himself, Ben Wilding, he was isolated. Imperial get over it, but LSE had the penalty, so Oscar Feinagel gets another chance at touch, this time in a more favourable position. Will he make it? Yes, he will. Yes, he
Imperial
will.
being their own worst enemy at the moment with LSE's attack. Actually, having said that, a great break, but not too threatening.
The
Imperial
LSE
need to
line-out.
keep their discipline. As Shea Bailey talks to the referee, tries to get a grip of what's going on, perhaps at the set piece. Referee dismisses him. I think we see Luke Butland coming back on the pitch with Leonidas Christie leaving the pitch. Great performance from Leon.
Here we go, the new substitute hooker,
Daps.
Kareem
Leonidas gets a huge
Karakiri.
tap
about to
up from
throw in.
Coach Andy.
Oh, and it's great from him. Solid to Harrison Heatley. Throws the dummy to the 9. Oh, and he makes some ground. He's into the 22. Here we go. Forwards ball here.
I
The
can't
9
help
is
but
down.
think maybe this 9 should have started. He's looking a lot more dangerous than the
Ben
9.
Cox, the beast. Here he goes. Deep into the Imperial 22. Shifts it wide to Drew Bode. Drew Bode with the dummy. Oh, but he loses it. He should have thrown the dummy. He didn't. It went straight into Imperial hands, and they have a chance.
I was about to say this passage of play might have huge implications for the winner of this match, and I think that might be it.
He
LSE
seems to have
really-
double bluffed us up here. But
LSE
Drew Bode with
really
that dummy.
needed a score there, but I think they're getting a penalty from holding on. That's well deserved, a
LSE
great steal.
with a lifeline, maybe. Gotta go quick
I
here.
think
Time is
they'll
of the
take
essence.
the line out in the left-hand side of the field, away from the camera at the top of the screen here. 15 goes to kick. Great kick, about 5 meters out. I think we can agree they have to score here.
This is the game here. LSE need serious points on the board. I think, as my co-commentator loves to say, they're probably going to maul it from here.
Imperial, a successful defensive set here, and one can't help but think that might be the game won. But LSE try could really flip the game on its head as the line out goes a miss.
It goes
and I believe
awry.
Walter Taylor jumps on it, but he knocked it on. It's a scrum. LSE scrum is under pressure, but if they manage to get the ball out quick, we could
Just
see
a
some
quick
face
note
play
to one of
from
our
LSE
sponsors,
inside
Jack
the
Craig,
Imperial
who
half.
has a
The
massive
clock continues
penis.
to tick.
No, you're just both talking like really at the same time.
Okay, interesting from Imperial opting to not drop a man in the backfield close to their own line. Corey Clark, number 15, joining the line here. Will we see blindside winger? Will we see the blindside winger drop back and sweep? I think so. Will this ball leave the scrum? LSE will want this ball to leave the scrum as
quickly as possible. Yep, I have to agree with you there. Big turning point, maybe? I don't know. Oh, well, Bowman's going. I think he's going to be
Oh, you're Will
temporarily
Bowman?
dispatched. Yes.
Why aren't you playing this year?
Oh, controversial topic there. Why is not Will Bowman playing? Why is Will Bowman not playing?
As LSE get
I bleed gold. Golden gods. Up the gods.
Angus taking off the base. Lovely carry. Sorensen to Will there.
There we go.
LSE
They
moving
have to
forward.
score.
This has to be it.
Imperial should drag them over and
Good
try
scramble
and get the hold
defence
up.
there by
This is it.
Imperial.
This is going to be a huge defensive set.
This is it. This is it.
Balls goes
Out to
the
Joe
back.
Munda. Out to Joe Munda. And he's over the line. LSE back in there. You see what it means to the crowd. You can hear it. LSE maybe building. Joe Mondadori with the try. Simple phase play. Simple pickup. Securing the ball. That's what LSE needs to continue to do if they have any hope of getting back into this match. 24-11 with the conversion to come.
A 13-point difference, conversion pending. This is a very important conversion to put this within, well, it already is within a 2-score game, if they get 2 conversions, which is tough. He's
Anything
gone
can
back.
happen, though.
He's gone back very far to avoid the charge down to make the angle a bit easier. This is an important kick.
Oscar Feingold, the chance to
I
add 2
imagine
more
there's
points.
one word amongst the Imperial
Steps up.
players.
And it's not the result he would have wanted. That puts the
Christ.
scores
I am not sure about
24-11.
However, there'll be one word amongst the Imperial players underneath the post just then. Composure. The game...
The game's yours.
They have one hand on the trophy. They have one hand on the coveted Rees Rawlings trophy. Composure. They need to keep composure. They need to keep their defence. As Ed Brun drops into the backfield for the exit, as does Corey Clark. The kick looks to be going left.
And I am back from my piss. Poor conversion attempt there from Oscar Feingold, who must be feeling the pressure. He's kicked great so far this game, but it's okay. There's plenty of time to
Quite
go.
into the centre
As
of the
we know in
field.
rugby game. Oh, and LSE drop it in their own half.
As our co-commentator, who luckily wasn't on the mic, screams
Yeah.
profanities.
Yeah.
Imperial get a scrum, which I think we need to comment
Is a
very
penalty.
in front of the Imperial post. In front of the Imperial post.
This has ruined the game for LSE.
If Imperial can get a penalty from this scrum, they can chip down the gate. They can chip down the clock from the penalty. That's one. They get 1 minute, 1.5 minutes from the penalty to chip down the clock and take a 3 points. That would make the lead 27-11. Again, a long way back from for LSE. And after a try like that, again, I have to use the term a coach killer. A coach killer.
Yes, let's see. Oh, and it's the same story of the game. I'd love to be positive about this, but it's just
But
it's
the ball
very hard
pops
to
out.
be.
The ball pops out.
Look, again, Imperial going wide.
Oh, wow.
Great play there. LSE clearly lacking the absence of
But
Mr. Jack Craig out front
a great
row.
bit of tackling.
We are missing
from the LSE wide
our
winger.
international level scrummager, and that is really hurting us at this point, isn't it, Mr. Finley
I
Walsh?
must say, as a winger myself, I really have to applaud that bit of defence from the LSE left winger.
It's
He
dangerous attack, wasn't it? Blind side.
He managed to hold the Imperial winger up and wait for his support to come and drag them off the pitch. Big pressure on this line now. Will they exit or will they try and run it?
I think you've got to try. You can't get the ball back. I think you've got maybe 5 meters to decide what they can do. Let's see what
They
and
choose
they're
to go
taking it
to
in
the
the
maul,
morning,
hoping
sucking
for
in
a
the
pen.
defenders, maybe a bit more space on the
Imperial,
blind, and
Imperial need to not give them an easy exit here. Do not concede a penalty.
they're making it
And
messy
they don't.
here.
The ref has blown his whistle. What will it be? An LSE scrum. Imperial won't mind that too much.
LSU down there. LSU struggling to hold on to the ball, which they desperately need. All they need right now is a string of penalties that they can kick into the Imperial half and use the backs as they did in that last try. But it doesn't seem to be happening for them today. It seems to be going down to the scrums, which Imperial are dominating. And again,
As the ref
even
blows
in the absence
time
of
off.
Joe Berry, the front row legacy continues at Imperial.
As the ref blows time off the substitute line with a head injury.
And James heading with his beautiful head of hair, coming back on.
Beautiful head of hair, but, and I think from the
you're not a
commentary
massive
box,
fan of him, are you?
I've noticed from the commentary box, his service hasn't been quick. I must say, LSE's ruck speed has picked up since this new line. As I was giving him chat for not starting this year, I think he's a good player.
I do have to defend my friend James. He is a good scrum half. He has good quality ball from the base. I think LSE forwards have maybe, with the scrum, the rucks, just not given him the base for any of the backs to excel, and that's where we're better than you.
The bigger occasion.
While he's a great player on the pitch, he's a great player off the pitch. The man from down under does indeed love to go down under, and that does show on
And
Sway
that is the
Wednesdays.
second time we've heard this joke. We're recycling now.
As Spencer lacks his own humour and tries to come at the LSE correspondent's humour. Imperial packed on in their own.
I'll come at Will Berman by asking him this: Do you still have your weight and height in your Instagram bio as you did last year?
That was my fitness Instagram actually, which is now private. If you want to follow,
88 kg
if you want to
lean,
follow,
I believe.
it was at the time of posting that. I might have forgotten to post it otherwise. Right now,
as Imperial
oh, great
win
try.
the scrum, their forwards win the scrum.
Spencer was distracted as
I was distracted trying to take the mickey out of my co-commentator. They win the scrum, and I believe it's Ed Brun who picks up from the scrum and finishes over the line. That has to be the game sealer. As I take my B-reel, my second B-reel, mic in hand, because everyone knows I deserve my voice spread to the word. A lot of people have said to me in
Story
my
of the
time
game,
that you talk so much. I think the world needs to hear it. The world shall hear it.
And
the
the
world shall hear this.
And the scoreline
Imperial are
budges.
29-11 up. Kick to come in the complete driving position of this game. That is what the world shall hear. You cannot see a way back for LSE here. God, I am the only Imperial boy in this commentary box, but wow, I feel confident.
Boy, does he make it known. Exactly. The waffle continues from my co-commentator. But for once, he has every right to do so. Imperial do go up. They fail the kick, so it remains 29-11, but LSE struggle to see a way back from this.
I think the one positive we have to take from this is LSE are not giving up. They're still chasing the kicks down. Their heads aren't going down. They've got to stay positive as long as until the final whistle. It looks more difficult than it did about 20 minutes ago. Imperial have responded brilliantly. But let's see what happens now. Let's see if they take the kick off.
It's quite interesting to hear the LSE commentators try and find the positives in this game.
Drew Bone kicks it deep.
Kick is returned.
Oh, and it goes about as nowhere
LSE,
as
Imperial
Spencer's
seal it as they
dating life.
counter. Ed Brun looks for his forward pod. He finds it. Shea Bailey with the clear out.
Kareem, great
Will they
recovery
exit?
tackle there.
Yes, they are. Archie Morris is looking to exit. Ed Brun, they exit off the box, but midfield. He should have looked for the edge there, but he couldn't find it. James McDermott with a great tackle. He wouldn't let the LSE. It was dominant carry from and the ball spills out.
And Bevo's brother lost the ball there.
I have absolutely no
but
idea.
But it wasn't him. It wasn't him. It goes wide. Spencer Davies has it. He comes down close to the LSE 22. Imperial 22. He kicks it. Mulgrave's come onto this. Imperial in the way. And they take it back over their own line. Was that a shove or was that obstruction? I do not know. It is up to the referee.
I believe that
what do you
have
think,
been
Spencer?
a 22. I believe he's coming for, and so I believe he's coming back for a penalty, and we see a yellow card. Was that for holding back?
And
was he holding him back there?
I feel like he might have been clearly shown by Mark Ravenscroft's frustration with pushing the Imperial defender there, and as much as this is a penalty to LSE, they will be frustrated with the outcome of that kick because it was a lovely way to grab her into the end zone. But
no idea what that yellow was for.
No.
Did he take out the kicker?
Yeah. It must have been taken out the kicker.
I think it might have been for obstruction, for pulling him back.
I feel like if it was obstruction, it would have been closer to the line as the kick was.
Over to our TMO, Finley Walsh, for the decision.
Definitely.
I must comment, not that you can see the crowd, there's a weird amount of LSE students wearing suits. I'm not really sure.
We have a bit of pride in our appearance, maybe?
Yeah, interesting. Kind of weird. Oh, you're wearing one, and you?
Says a man who doesn't know how to tuck his tie into his shirt and wears it over it. But I must say, otherwise, an at least appeasable appearance by Imperial counterpart.
It's coming from a man who is since leaving uni, moved to East London, and has become.
He's trendy. He's wearing a beanie in the gantry.
Has become every single stereotype of an East London gentrifier.
He may be winning
on
the pitch.
I will admit to that.
Off the pitch, Spencer, my co-commentator, is
if you had to picture
not
an East
doing
London
so
gentrifier,
well.
you would picture your commentator speaking right now.
Long hair, beanie, and a scarf.
Long hair, beanie, and a scarf.
Is that anything to be proud of? Anyway, LSE.
But
LSE have a lineup in the Imperial 22.
As we argue, there's very little argument. I will not be going alone. I'll not be going to bed alone tonight. Trust me that.
Oh, neither. Shout out to my lovely girlfriend in the crowd. Anyway, LSE have it in the 22. Spencer Davies takes it at 10. Off to Drew Bone on the outside. They have the overlap. And Oscar Feingold in the corner. That was a high tackle, but he's still over.
Try for LSE! Is there time yet?
The little boy from Canford, Dorset, with his first City Varsity try. Oscar Feingold goes over after a lovely set play. God, I'm horny. What a lovely try. Even if we lose this, I still have a boner.
And that is a try for Oscar Feingold on his City Varsity debut. The fresher will be very pleased with that. Let's hope it can be part of a win, although it's looking increasingly more unlikely. Great score there. Great movement off the line out there by LSE, and a good finish in the corner.
Again, pressure on the kick. His last one was a bit of a loosener. Very reminiscent of Steve Harmison's first ball at that dreaded Ashes in Australia. A loosener. Trust me. Will this one be another loosener?
Respect the kicker, please. Oscar Feingold steps back.
Deep breaths.
Another chance.
He could have
And he
saved
slots
his
it
breath.
wide.
That was
It's okay, though. He did score the try. 5 points to his name. Great job, Oscar Feingold.
I don't know what's happened to him. He fails to convert his own try, and the score remains at 29-16. A 2-score game now, but less time than we had before.
Look, really, that was a lovely try, but the kick was about as shaky as Alexi Foliadis' attempts at speaking to women, which, I can't lie, leads to little success as that kicked in. But still, LSE keep on fighting. They are down 29-16, 13 points to go.
Imperial.
Can it be 2 tries to kick it straight out?
That was, as I said from the last LSE try, one word: composure. Imperial lacked it there. LSE scrum on the halfway line.
That's the thing about these kind of games. There's so much pressure. If you start to lose your head, you've lost it. It's gone. But still, Imperial cling on to that lead. They have a comfortable score advantage. But LSE are coming back fighting. You know, on this stage, they are not going to go down without a fight.
I am not quite sure we're clinging on to the lead, but we will continue.
Holding on to the lead if that appeases my Imperial counterpart, Mr. East London over here in his beanie. Here we go.
Interesting throw as Walter Taylor, Mr. Birthday Boy, and he's got wheels, but he's upended with a very good tackle in the LSE midfield. And as the kick goes out, it's full time. I will raid the field right now.
And
Thank you very much. 4 TCVs in a row.
And that
Thank
brings
you.
an end to the
Thank you,
City Varsity
co-commentators.
7.
It's been beautiful.
Thank you, Spencer. Go enjoy it, mate.
That ends the game.
Look, realistically, from a great news from an LSE Imperial standpoint, all you can say from an LSE one is, where was Jack Craig? Where was the man of the hour when you needed him? All we needed was his big ball carrying it up the middle, Mr. Sexy, and we probably would have won this game.
Oh, well, maybe. I think LSE boys will be very, very disappointed. We came in
but they cannot
confident. We gave it was a good competitive game, and like we've said, it was just the set piece again, the same story as the past 2 years. LSE needs to work on this for next year.
But at the end of the day, it's not about the season, it's about your performance on the day. And I must say, I am still so proud of the boys. They put up a fight. Oscar Feingold with his try on debut, they really did put on an effort.
Yeah.
But again, the Imperial pack, literally inevitable.
Some special mentions maybe. I think David Dad, a good work rate today. Cam Keller leading the line out. Kareem coming on for hooker, not his favourite position. Good throws. We've got a debut for Angus. Who else have we got? Mondo with his try, Joe Mondo.
And despite the loss, we know both teams in LSE, the ones and the twos, can go home with their heads held high.
Yes,
as double league winners.
It's been a competitive game.
It's been a successful season, but still, hearts are broken today. But again, some great shifts from the boys. You cannot deny that.
I think you can see the disappointment on our faces
I know,
as the
just shows how
LSE
much
support meander over.
That just shows how much it means. I would like to thank our sponsors once again, Kinscape and 64 Investments, for a great event.
Really good event. Really
really
good. And very much appreciated sponsors.
And thank you once again for another great year. This is our broadcast signing off the
Finley
City Varsity 7
Will.
from
Thanks
Will
very
Bowman.
much.
Thank you.